Four mics, one truth. Four mics, one truth. Stop the capital. 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 Four mics, one truth. Stop the capital.
Stop the cab. Say back. Stop the cab. Talk that fat. It's the Phoenix Warrior, yeah. High up in the sky, multi, kill on the mic, let the time fly. Shelly Mack with the laugh and the sharp clap. Mr. Witty drop a line, whole room snap. Suffer sick pain in a tight 16. From the grind to the ring. Talk about dreams from the block to the screen. How we bridge that gap. If it don't add up, then we stop the cap. We don't do that here, we just talk straight facts. Stop the cap. Turn the lies way down, turn the real way back. Big laughs, big heart, every truth intact. If it don't feel real, leave. Stop the cap. If it don't feel real, leave. Stop the cap. Break bread, break news, break cycles. Turn scars into bars, make idols. Every story from the mud to the bright stage. Every comeback hit, every right page. Talk life, talk hope, talk mindset. In that WWE when the fight's at. Who heal, who face, who ducking that scrap. Call it right on the mic when we
Stop the cap. We don't do that here, we just talk straight facts. Stop the cap. Turn the lies way down, turn the real way back. Big laughs, big heart, every truth intact. If it don't feel real, then we chop the cap.
Fans in the back to the front row. Every city, every block, let the word go. If it's fake, if it's fluff, we expose that. Say it loud one time, let them know that. Stop the cap.
We don't do that here, we just talk straight facts. Stop the cap. Turn the lies way down, turn the real way back. Big laughs, big heart, every truth intact. If it don't feel real, then we chop the cap.
Stop the cap.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Stop the Cap. Mr. Witty, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on. Okay, can you still hear me okay now?
You hear me straight now?
I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Moment, let me get situated. And three. I don't know why I'm so giddy right now. I think I do know why I'm giddy actually. But, talk about that in in a moment. All right, where's my face? I can't see my face. Let me find my face.
Is you talking to paint off the wall again?
No, I was saying where's my face because I couldn't see my face.
If you take the five fingers and introduce them to the face, you can find it.
Um, Speaking of that, what happened to his tournament? Never mind, we'll talk about that later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Stop the Cat. This is another riveting episode of Stop the Cap at that. Um, how have you been, sir?
Tired. I I got Can you hear me? Okay. I got two audits back to back next week. Well, I'm sorry. I got two audits back to back over the next 2 weeks. So I've been, for whatever reason, dreaming about them and tossing and turning, and I hate it over here right now. Yes, I can't hear you now. I don't know what you did, but I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
No. Why don't you invest in some beats? That's what I use. Yeah, you said I still can't hear you, so you could just be saying yes, Jordan. You are correct. I should invest in some beats. You know, you're always correct, Jordan.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I was gonna say? Oh, for those at home who don't know what an audit is, can you explain to them what that may be?
Um. It's basically people coming in to make sure that you're doing your job correctly from a physical standpoint, like whatever product you're creating it correctly. Uh, that all of your documentation is correct and all that type of stuff. It's a lot. Are you raising your hand? Okay, okay. Do we have a
So it's
special
basically
guest
like an
today?
evaluation
In evaluation,
of
that's a
sorts.
minimized explanation, but yes, yeah,
What do they say in movies and stuff? That's an oversimplification, but yes.
yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah,
Um, Muy interesante. Uh,
yeah. We'll see.
I'm the evaluator, so people don't really come and evaluate the shit I do. I usually evaluate what the fuck they got going on. So that's just me though. Boss shit.
Mm.
Final boss type shit, huh? Um, Anywho, I am so giddy in the
Why?
wonderment of why may be because a couple of things. I just saw something on the socials or whatever that they talking about like it's supposed to be rocking Roman at 43. Then they officially said the Roman is a heel. He's listed as a heel or whatever.
I don't want him to be the
So
heel.
that's interesting. Roman wants to be the heel reportedly. So
Okay, if he's gonna be the heel, I want him to go over.
he most likely will.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's
But
fine then. Either
not
way,
going to
I
dive
need
into
him to
that
go
talk
over.
yet though. But that's one reason why I feel like I'm giddy. The other reason because as of 11 something or whatever yesterday morning, um, it is in the words of Adam Pierce, it's official. Like I am officially divorced.
I thought it was already official.
it was official that it was happening. We still had to wait for the judge to actually sign off on it and all that shit. But
You really sound like Adam Pierce. All this, it's official type stuff. And
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
We
but
just
congratulations.
had to wait for them to do it. But as far as like the trial, like that was the trial shit that had ended or whatever. What I was talking about last time, like the trial ended, it was
Hmm.
favorably for me. So yeah, it just got some. And I was on my lawyer ass too. I was like, yo, check in with them. Yo, make
Mm.
sure. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a repeat of what happened in 2023 when I filed for divorce and then they just lost. It just, I wasn't finna go through it. But yeah, it's and I was right. That mental I had about like basically putting people in check, like be like, nah, this is what it is and this is what it ain't. Yeah, I was right that I was going to end up like moving that way because I've been moving that way. It feels good. It feels good.
Okay. Well, congratulations. I seen y'all pictures from the other day.
Who? Oh, me and my daughter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I saw her teaching you how to color in the lines.
yes, yes, I
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
need to learn how to do that. As you can
It's
tell
okay.
by all the multiple uh, colorful
Yeah.
array before you.
Hmm.
Oh man. Um. By the way, the logo for the affiliation, the one that's up here with the that got the butterflies around it, whatever, she created that. Um,
But
my
who
daughter
is she?
created that. My daughter, she created
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, a lot of our artwork. She was talking about the logo the other day. We was doing something, and she was basically like, "Make sure you got the logo on it." And I'm like, "Okay, got you." Like she already know,
Shout
but
out to the kid there.
yes, indeed. Um, Wait, so you know how last week we was talking about like houses and family house lineage, all that type stuff, right? So like that when Cypher was talking about like the house that was in his family and all that.
It was last week,
That was last week, yes.
nigga. A lot has happened since then.
I know.
I don't remember that.
But I
You know,
do, because
you
I
know how long last week's episode was?
you just say like we went over. We weren't supposed to go over,
It
but we went
was
over.
over 4 hours. But I'm not
It
doing
wasn't
that
over
again.
4 hours.
Yeah, go back and look at it. Go back and look at it. It was 4 hours.
We'll see. I think it was like 3 hours and 30 something minutes. I don't think it was 4 hours. Nah. Because I feel like we talked about stuff, but I didn't feel like we went that deep into a lot of stuff. Oh, because we started talking wrestling at the end.
Yes.
So maybe. I can see that being the
Nah,
case.
it's maybe. Huh?
Yeah. Now it makes sense. The plot thickens.
4 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we're not doing that again.
Thank you.
But but no, so when we was talking about that, it's crazy because fast forward to that Sunday, I ended up going to the Last House, and it's funny because that's that new movie that came out, The Last House or whatever, the last house that's in my or any type of blood tie or whatever to my family, like in the history or whatever. It's the last house that's in the family, so to speak. So we went there. My daughter's the first person of her generation to have
Oh, so y'all
ever set
actually
foot
went?
in that house. Yeah, we went, and it was man.
Tell me you
That's
cried.
what like most of those pictures and video like outside or whatever her towards the end. That's where that's at. That's at that house. Um,
Did you cry?
nah, I didn't cry. I was too swept up in it being so surreal. And then when I went outside, now when we went outside to the backyard area or whatever, because we had to go grab something out the garage, I would have cried, but it was raining and we had our bloodlines on. And I'm like, nah, we got to get what we got to get and get back inside because we ain't finna mess up these bloodlines. That's the
Anyway.
second time it done rained while we had bloodlines. It was drizzling, but still, like, I'm like, nah, baby, we gotta go. We gotta
Mhm.
go. We gotta get in the house. But She be ready to wear them bloodlines though. Like no lie, I be because she got a bunch of shoes, and I be like, "What shoes you want to wear?" I asked her that like when I was about to drop her off. I was like, "What shoes you want to wear?" She was like, "The bloodlines." I was like, "Listen, I love you, but you are never wearing those bloodlines when I drop you. Never. You probably not even gonna wear them bad boys to school. You only wear them bloodlines with me. That's it.
Mm.
Nah, nah. Not happening." But yeah, it was beautiful. Being there and like just having some memories and stuff because I haven't even been in that house. Nobody in my family's been in that house in years, um, in decades actually. I think the last time we was there was like maybe maybe 2000, anywhere between 2008 and 2011 was probably the last time I was there.
Mm.
But we was there and we hung out with my aunt and stuff. She gave her a bunch of things, whatnot. So bunch of books and educational stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Uh,
So has that made you want to pick this topic?
what ride or dies?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more so like the topic was. I think I had it as like a table for four or some shit like that. I'm like, it's not fitting. Don't fit with because
Copyright.
we're gonna have four
Copyright
for Cyrus.
WWE.
It's table for three for WWE. So
Until they do tag teams, then it's table of four.
tag teams, they ain't got New Day there. Don't nobody want to watch that shit.
It was
But
never mind.
I'm just saying, if they do it with tag teams, ain't nobody gonna watch it because you can't have New Day on there to have the great stories. Like, come on, man. You want to hear stories from the MFTs? Like,
I like to hear stories
Kaku?
from Otis and Tozawa. I like to
Oh
hear
yeah, I'm sure they
stories
got some good
from
stories.
the Viking Raiders. Actually, MFTs might actually have some stories from Japan.
Yeah, they do, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, compared to like the New Day,
I've heard their stories. I used to listen to their podcast.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
Phenomenal podcast.
but no, it was more like and then our image, our graphic is us on the horses dressed as the four horsemen of the apocalypse. So I'm like, okay, riders. Let's just go with that. Like riders, ride or dies. Like go that route with it. So like, do you have a ride or die person in your life? And it ain't
That's
just gotta be so ladies and gentlemen watching this, if you have a ride or die, this question is also for you. And it's not always just like a family or a friend or your ride that could be your pet, your dog, your cat, your whatever, your goldfish. But you never know, it could be your I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at me. But yeah, who's your ride or die?
if I'm speaking strictly outside of family, uh, I don't know if I have one.
Oh,
Mm, I heard riding solo Sokoa. No, nigga, no.
Sakoa, the true tribal chief.
I
Um,
don't know about all that, but okay. I
that
recognize.
exiled one.
There you go. Trademark.
They say that he's about to be exiled. By the way,
That's what I hear. We'll see how it
that's what the
goes.
streets saying.
Mm-hmm. Uh, let me see. But yeah, no, I don't think I've really just like someone I could just call a drop of the hat and they'll do whatever.
Okay,
Well,
so maybe not
maybe
now. What
maybe
about
my
in the
my
past?
uh
Okay.
my homegirl Khadijah. I was just on the phone with her before she halfway be answering the phone though. I don't
Do
know.
I
Yeah,
know
I
her?
don't think. No, you don't know her.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but
Because
that's
I'm like,
that's not
one thing
weird though. So
damn girl that went home.
no, I mean, I'm sure there was. I don't know. I there's plenty of people that I'm like close with, but I wouldn't say ride or die. Nah, ain't nobody. I don't think anybody. I think all of my friends have sense enough because I know I have sense enough that if somebody was to call me and say, "Come on, we finna go run up on somebody," that we ain't doing this shit.
So ride or die ain't always just you finna go whoop that trick. That ain't always ride or die. Ride or die could just be somebody that's like there for you when you need them, not even in a time of like get your battle armor, but it could even be like get your prayer armor, get get your butt over here and let's just chill out, cook, watch something. Hey, I need X amount of money. Can you throw this my way? Yo, I just need a friend. Stuff like that. Like it can be those
Hmm.
things too. You know.
Yeah, outside, like I said, outside of family, I don't think I have one.
Okay, so
Yeah.
in your family, who your ride or die?
My mom.
Yeah,
But
I knew that was gonna be
when I tell you, because of a professor I had in college, she talking about she was ready to blow up Africa.
what?
Yes,
Tell
yes.
that story, please, if you
So
can.
I had a professor in college that was very scrutinary of me.
Scrutinous.
Scrutinous. So yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And to the point where, like, there was one day I was walked in class with a friend, and he basically said that I was hard in class because I was sitting next to this one girl in front of everybody. Yeah.
This is at college.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah. And he always had little slick comments to say, and even to the point where like my family had well, my grandmother surprised us with the cruise, no, not a cruise, a trip to Cancun, and I was asking him could he uh I asked him could I maybe take the test early or could he postpone it for me, and he was like, no, I can't do that for you, but if you want to take the test early, then you can take the senior version of the test. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. Boy, I looked at that test. Didn't know nada nothing on that test. Nada nothing. I sat down, looked around, flipped that paper, looked around again. Here you go. I'm out. And so he was just an ass unnecessarily. And he just always had something to say. And so I was just telling my mom about it, and she was just, ready to blow up Africa. So he didn't need a home to go back to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's my
Was he
girl,
from Africa?
huh?
Was he from Africa?
Hmm.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
I didn't hear that part of saying that
I
he's
said
from
I had an
Africa.
African teacher, an African professor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so that's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. Even now, like I told her, that I hadn't been sleeping because of work, and so she just immediately thought somebody was doing something. And since we work together now, she can got closer access to people. So her first question is, "Who is it?" It's like
Yeah.
it's no one. It's no one. I was just saying. I was just
She ready
tired. That's
to
just a lot on my
whoop
mind.
that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick. Oh
Oh,
man,
also,
that's funny.
I might be going to. I know we're not on this topic yet, but I might be going to Sunday night
Heat
main event.
in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday night main event. Yeah,
Yeah.
I say Heat because it's just knee jerk. That's how you know I'm a fan of WWE.
No, you're
You
not.
say
Because
Sunday
when I be
night.
asking you questions, you don't be knowing the answers.
I said I'm a fan. I didn't say a diehard. There's a difference.
It's whatever. Fans is short for fanatic. Which we had the
I
topic
shot
on.
with Fnatic.
We had a topic on that
On what? Fnatic? No, we didn't. Did we?
early episode on fanatics.
The
Sure
subject
did.
was fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see myself doing that.
I'm sure it's a lot of things you've done that you couldn't see yourself doing at one point. And you're welcome.
So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
oh, it's something I want to talk about, but
Sure
that
you
ain't this
squeezed
type of
into some
show.
tight situations before.
It's not this type of show. Not right now, at least. We got to make a segment for that.
Mm.
Which I don't even know how the graphics would go for that. I think what our truth be said. I don't think that's PG.
Mm.
Oh man, he tripped me out when he do that with stuff. Like I be
He be doing
dying
it. He be doing it on
laughing.
Twitter too.
Yeah,
Mm.
I see it mostly on Twitter. I only
No, you
just
don't see it on
recently
TV.
saw it. I only just on what on
You don't
Instagram.
see it on TV.
No, I see him do it on TV, but I'm like this. But it's crazier on social media, is what I'm saying. So because he able to like take clips and then come through and do it as well. What's going
Yeah.
on?
Milk.
Uh, that's disgusting.
Milk. Shout out to Bird's Eye View. Appreciate you, homeboy.
Not you out here plotting. Not you out here plotting against me, bro.
You said what?
Not you plotting against me.
Because he was looking at clips, and he was like, "Why were you?" Because he was looking at clips. I think it was from last week's episode, and he was like, "Why is he? Why did he act like that when you brought up cereal?" And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah, because he doesn't like that
yeah.
word."
You know what?
Appreciate you, Bird.
And his ass gonna be blocked from commenting.
No, that's my. I wish you would. I'll unblock him. I'll kick you
No,
out
I
the
don't.
stream. It'll
Hey, it's
just be
stop
me
the
and
cap.
Bird
I don't
talking.
give a shit. I let shit fly, but
Mm-hmm.
calm down, calm down, calm
Man, forget him. Over here, it's forget a kill.
down.
You ain't got to show me no love.
I think that statement was to you, not
It
me.
is. It is.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm
continue.
taking that
Continue.
clip down. I'm taking that
No,
clip
you
down.
don't. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, no, no, I'm
You don't
just
have
saying.
to. I'll do it. I'll do it. And go and repost it 5 more times.
I'm not reposting all the time. Hey, people already be telling me like, hey, y'all do good with like posting stuff. It ain't too much and it ain't too little content that's out. But if they see that shit, they'll be like, come on now, somebody fucked up now. Like, why the fuck is this happening?
Yeah.
Don't, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man. But
So who's your ride or die?
wait, before I say that, I wanted to say, I could tell like I've only been around you and your mama like that brief time when
Mm-hmm.
I was like running like crazy. Um, but I could tell based off of just how like I heard y'all like on the phone like talking, and then even like some of the stories that you brought up here, whatever, like y'all real tight and real close. So I already knew that was gonna be your answer right off the cuff when it came to the family side of things. I already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but my ride or die, my daughter's my ride or die, high key, like for real. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's my like not even saying that like as a
She's
typical
your
parent
mini
answer.
me. You're Doctor Evil, and she's mini me. That's Halloween costume right there.
No, it's actually the
Yeah.
other way around.
Just
But
just
yeah.
just cut that little strip. Cut the little strip off, and just go boom. Okay, okay. You can get a cap. I'll allow you to get a cap, a ball cap.
No, I'm sick of your shit.
Hey, I'm just letting you know she can get a ball cap too, cause you're not gonna cut her hair.
No, she want to be Bianca Belair following.
Okay, but okay. So this is what you do. So you buy both costumes, stitch them together. So on the half, one half is Mini Me, on the front half is Bianca, and you can still be Doctor Evil. That's what I need this year. Okay, ball cap and all.
Maybe some year. Like I was about her age when I was watching Austin Powers and stuff. So
Hmm.
like I know about Austin Powers. I'm not letting her step into that realm at all.
What's wrong with Austin Powers?
Not at this age. It's a
It
lot
was
of
fine
things
for
that we
you.
should.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
No, that ain't always true, and we just rhyme right there, bars. But but no, because I realized like there are things that I should not have been exposed to. I realized that for a while ago.
Do
You know, there's
tell.
some stuff that we Austin Powers, for example, we shouldn't
No,
have
that
been
ain't
exposed to Austin
that's
Powers.
not what I was talking about. But continue.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Calm
Hmm.
down, calm
Hmm.
down. But yeah, like Austin Powers watching South Park, King of the Hill, like
King of the
stuff
Hill
like
was
that.
great. King of the Hill wasn't raunchy.
But we shouldn't have been watching that at our age, at our young age. We shouldn't have.
I don't
We
see a
shouldn't
problem with
have.
King of the Hill. Family Guy.
Cursing, drinking beer, like
It was adults drinking beer, wasn't the kids.
oh, exactly. It was adults, but is given to us in cartoon format, and cartoons are typically for children. So if we're watching these things, we think it's okay, just like we'll be thinking it's okay to go around on BB and stuff like that, and just doing like cartoon stuff with that being a cartoon as well. When you get older, all it does is plant in your subconscious to do those things that you saw in the cartoon.
See, I
Same
understand.
thing. I mean, look, I take it PG, kinda Pepe Le Pew going after the cat that he always going after or whatever.
Hmm.
Like the way that's like uh, almost like stalkers, like not being able to take no for an answer. And now we got a
Hmm.
whole generation of Me Too.
Okay, so let me preface that by saying I, to an extent, do not disagree with you, but I disagree on the simple fact that you can. Let me see how I can say this. So growing up, I watched Dragon Tales. I didn't have. I could have easily bought the magical scale and still not went to the land of dragons. And you know, it's all in how you raise your kids. You can enjoy things, but still understand that this is just what they do here.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
that's from
it's
the
just a
make
simple
believe
conversation,
standpoint.
huh?
That's from the make believe standpoint,
It's cartoon regardless. Tell her
but
that's
rooted
that's
in the
make
real
believe too. It's
aspect
a
of it, because
cartoon.
Dragon Tales taught lessons, correct?
I wasn't listening. I was reading. Say it again.
I said rooted in the real life aspect. Dragon Tales taught lessons, correct?
Yes,
Like it was something for me to
even
take
still,
from
there's
it
something.
to apply to reality, just like it's something to take from King in the Hill, South Park, like all that other stuff, and apply to reality as well.
Yes, but
What you said?
also I didn't. He said righteously majority of cartoons has something in it that can be saw differently as adults. Correct,
Yeah.
but for the most part, didn't catch on to none of that.
You can catch on to it, but in your subconscious, those things are planted,
My
though, is what I'm
subconscious was
saying.
dumb as fuck back then. I'm sorry, Bird.
Well, much
I'm
hasn't
sorry, Bird.
changed.
I'm sorry, Bird. I'm sorry you didn't hear it. But my subconscious was dumb. That sucker, it didn't nothing. Nothing back there. Okay.
Nothing back
Nothing back there. Okay. Everything was frontal cortex. Okay.
there. Some of them just mush.
Mush. Okay. That sucker just developed a couple years ago. Okay. But I understand what you're saying. But a lot of things, you have to remember a lot of the things as we look with our eyes now, looking at stuff, some of the stuff we used to watch then, it just hit us now that that's what they meant. Now, unless you had a childhood where you were exposed to the other type of stuff through another avenue, such as actual adults,
So my
then that's
my
different. I wasn't.
one of my grandmas, she to go into what you just mentioned, right? One of my grandmas when I was little, because I'm the firstborn in my generation. So when I was little, and I think she was like, I gotta ask mom. I don't know if she was like that with like all of them too, but like she was like pro like sex education. but a whole way of going about it is like you gotta see. So that like going like saying stuff like that, like straight up. Oh, I knew what things were,
And that's fine. Cause
but
you
it's
cause you
it's
also have kids that don't get taught things, and then when they, let's say, they wind up in situations and then they don't know how to explain it to
yeah,
a point where certain people can get caught up or should be
yeah,
arrested or whatever the case may be.
yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with body autonomy. It's
But
it's just being
it's
it's
how you
just
deliver
being
it.
taught correctly about what
Yeah,
is going on. That's all it is.
yeah, yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying, but I guess because of like certain things like that and certain things that I watch. Now I wasn't watching it and just going like oh he taking her down stuff like that. Like that was my mental watching stuff like that back then.
Exactly.
But I did realize like I put two and two together. I'm like this is a cartoon that, and this is me thinking back then like this is a
Hmm.
cartoon. They got adults drinking and stuff like that. And adults actually drink, and they got beer and noodles, all this stuff, propane and all that shit. And I'm like,
And
mm,
propane accessories.
I'm like, yeah, nah, that like I was able to associate the cartoon entertainment aspect with reality and knowing what's what. And like,
Hmm.
nah. Like even South Park, my mom had took me to see the movie or whatever, and they were cursing in it, and I was like, no, they're cursing, let's go. I didn't want to be in there because of like
Hmm.
how that was happening. Um and we left. Fast forward, it's something else that like I think she had said a story like I basically like tricked her into taking me to see something. I forget what it was, but it was funny, or whatever that was. But yeah, like I knew what was what and things of that nature, but I don't
Hmm.
know. King of the Hill. Anyway, even in watching it, I think it was the beer thing too. I didn't care too much to like actively watch that show
It's a great show.
at all.
That's
Uh,
funny.
I remember some things from it, like when Hank needed to had a butt implants and stuff.
Oh
Like,
man, and see the things you remember don't necessarily what's the word I'm looking for? Evolve around the quote unquote bad things of the show.
no, yeah,
Revolve. I'm sorry, revolve. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean that I guess the whole I don't know. It was interesting to say. I just put it like that. That show's very. You need an acquired taste to watch that show.
I have an acquired taste.
And Bobby got fucking issues. So
Bobby is hilarious. Cotton is a racist.
I don't know who that is.
That's Hank's dad. The one
Oh
ain't got
yeah,
no knees. He said he left his knees back in Korea.
yeah. I vaguely remember him. He
It's
like an
okay.
old
Move
version
on.
of Bobby, basically. He looked the way they created him.
Yeah,
He looks like an old
yeah.
version of Bobby. Yeah. Um, and then that one dude that's always like that's why we got mumble rappers now because that one fucking dude. So
That has nothing to do with them
that has
mumbling.
everything to do with it.
It has nothing.
Everything
You don't even know if they watched that show.
they did
Prove it
because they
right
mumbled.
now. Now,
They
prove it
mumbled
right
right
now.
there. That's how I prove it
Prove it
right
right
there.
now,
They
and I'll
mumbled.
cash up you
They
$100.
mumbled.
Them mumbling
You
has nothing to do with them rapping.
mumble rappers. Did y'all watch King of the Hill? There we go.
So
We'll see what they say.
I can't. My
We
money is
put it
safe
out
here.
there. See.
Yeah.
Oh man. By the way, I reached out. I tried to see if they had the Lego set that you was asking about. So
Yeah, that's what I keep running into.
it kind of made me sad. So I actually looked extensively for you. I'm like, it gotta be somewhere. Yeah. So, and I didn't
I
know
see it.
what channels you would want to go through. I figured you wanted to go through like the above board channels to try to get it. So
Hmm. Yeah, I've seen some on Facebook Marketplace, but they're severely high, much higher than what the regular prices, and the regular prices itself is high.
Yeah, I saw one that was like 185. I'm like, that ain't shit, bro. Like, nah,
Mm,
that ain't. You giving a Lego, not the Lego set for that. Like,
mm,
nah. Um, but I did see people like selling them in pieces, like in parts or whatever. Like, it's
mm,
the dragon or it's this part of it and shit
yeah.
like that. But that shit
No,
add up over time, so I ain't
no,
think
thank
about
you.
it.
I appreciate you though.
No problem, no problem. Because
All
I
right.
was ready to make that drive too. I was ready to make that drive to Schaumburg for you.
What so you said your
Because my
daughter's your
ride,
ride or die.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, my daughter is, I guess. But I, um, yeah, I think the buck stops there. Like, I mean, it's people that I know like can come through in the clutch, but I'm also the type of person that don't really go that route to
Mm-hmm.
ask. Like, whenever the affiliation has like a gig or somebody has like hit us up or reached out to us or a person referred us or whatever about doing like a gig or something like that, not even as a band, just to supply sound. Um, I typically call like one of our champion ambassadors, Rock Smooth, to do it. He's we call him our DJ extraordinaire. Um, have him actually when we did the thing in Arkansas, he drove down with me to come out there and do that to DJ for that. Well, not drove with me, but he drove out there. But I would, like there are certain people for certain things I will call. Uh, but at the same time, these are also like some people that are within the affiliation too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're not always doing it because they work under the affiliation and a part of the affiliation. I would like to think they often do these things because I'm like, hey, are you able to do this X, Y, Z? And they get paid for it, of course, but still, yeah, I think
I didn't get paid.
well, Stop the Cap got to make his own revenue.
Run it up, y'all.
And I think I feel like I'm good about that too. Like I try to like what is being paid for Stop the Cap comes from me directly. But as far as like when money is made from this or that or that or this, I try to make sure like this is for this. You know, like I
Mm-hmm.
don't allocate funds elsewhere. They only allocate it to what they're for type
Yeah.
shit. I feel like I'm pretty good about that. So yeah, same type of deal with this. But yeah, I mean, Stop the Cap. Like, I want. I know we will though, because a lot of people who have talked about the podcast, they're like, "Yo, y'all got some great shit going." Um, like, great. We just got to figure out a way for people to give us our funds for these for Stop the Cap. But it'll come. I think it's gonna come through merchandise because people keep asking for us to have shirts and shit and stuff. So
Mm.
I think once like we can like sit down and go through designs and shit like that, then we good. I want to make us Funko Pops, high key. I've already designed like a couple by the way. Like I've designed mines and yours already. Yeah, yeah, I already designed your Funko Pop.
I'm interested.
You
It better have my current hair.
you want to see it? Does it?
It doesn't.
I mean, I didn't do it recently. Like I did them a minute ago. Hold on, let me see if I can find it to add. Well, I know I can find it, but let me see if I can add. But yeah,
Ooh.
it was mine and yours, and then I still gotta do Shelly's and Cypher's.
Ain't that expensive to do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But have you met me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've met your bank account.
you wish.
No, I have.
You wish.
You don't remember?
Shut up. Nobody asked you, Patrice. Wait, I gotta crop it so you can see it. Hold on, I'll be back. Talk to
Okay.
the people. I'll be back.
Well, I guess I gotta
Oh wait,
clean
I
up.
can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I messed up. Yes.
Okay.
Starting my life over again. Guess I gotta clean up what I missed.
I gotta clean up.
Starting my life over. Oh, also,
What's up?
shout out to me.
You?
Today is my 1 year anniversary at my job.
Oh.
In my new position.
Okay. Well, congrats to
Yeah.
that. Shout out. Shout out.
Yeah.
Hey, it's no small feat keeping the job, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
It's no small feat
As
keeping the
many
job.
people as I wanted to have a few choice words with. If I had to say what I was really thinking.
Some other people at work.
Mm. But oh, but God's grace and mercy
Man,
keeps
oh
me
man.
covered from day to day. For it will never, ever, ever lose its power. Oh, because it reaches to the highest mountain and it flows
Mm,
to the lowest valley.
mm.
Come on, somebody. The blood that gives me strength from
From
day
day
to day.
to day. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It will never, ever, and I heard another
Ever
man say, ever
lose
lose
what? Lose what?
its power.
Mm.
Come on, somebody.
Saying that.
Let the church
Saying
say
that.
yes.
Yes.
Let the church say yes again.
Yes
Let
again.
the Lord add a blessing to the reading and the hearing of his holy word.
Oh yeah. I love when we do stuff like that because I mean, people need to hear that.
You
Never know people who need a message from the
never
Lord.
know. Sometimes people need a reminder just of how good he is. Sometimes people need to know uh, that there is more, and the reason you're still here is because there's more in store for you. Yeah. Just because,
We sing that song at church.
huh?
We sing that song in my church.
I just learned the song this past Sunday.
Wow.
That was the first time I ever heard it. Let me tell you, this new church I go to, which is my friend Bird, has been coming to his church. They sing a lot of songs. They have yet to sing a song I have actually known, but they but then again, I grew up on choir songs, so and they sing. I guess they sing a lot of newer age songs.
Yeah,
I
my
don't
church do
know,
that
like
too.
CCM type stuff. And but it's good. It's good. I have to take the time to actually listen, and it's like growing up in church again, listening to what the lyrics are actually saying and
Yeah.
whatnot. So it's just relearning. That's all
Yeah.
it is, and that's what I consider this new walk that I'm on now is me learning God in a new way. I understood what He was to me then, and I have changed, and it's understanding what He was to me and will be to me in this new walk. Yeah. So it's maybe I need new songs to get me through the next journey. Maybe I need a new word or a new church family, a new pastor, or a new whatever the case may be to get me to where he wants me to be on this next journey. So I just keep showing up. I keep trying to do right, even though I fail each and every day. And I just hope and pray that his blood never fails so that I can be washed white as snow. Also, that's how you know white folks wrote the Bible because it said white as snow.
So good.
I'm still doing good.
So good.
Still doing good.
Figure that in there.
I'm just saying. Jesus,
Oh
they
man.
said hair
Hey.
like lamb's wool, skin like bronze. So I'm just saying.
Sorry. They say he's a nappy headed nigga, huh?
You said what?
They say he's a nappy headed nigga, huh?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
A
I'm gonna
rumor
get
has it.
I'm gonna get up there.
Rumor.
I'm gonna get up there and see Jesus, and it's gonna be like that Spider-Man meme.
Jonathan, you look like me.
Oh!
Come on.
up, up, up.
Look, 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 look. It's not this. It's
yeah. It's like that old Eminem's Christmas commercial. Ah, he does exist. They do exist.
oh, the Santa thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Funny.
yes.
Oh man, be like we're brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five. Yeah,
And cut. All
yeah. Cut,
right.
print, beautiful, everybody.
Are you ready for the reveal of the Funko Pop?
Let me see what you got. Oh, I don't know how you gonna get the microphone like that though.
Where there's a kill, there's a way.
I guess we'll see.
Actually, I may update the well, not update it, but
Do I got a
I
gap?
don't.
I have gotten my teeth corrected.
This was before that. Sorry,
Okay,
and then that's mine.
of course,
Of course,
of course. Look like you ready to take off at any second.
in real life too.
Mhm.
My daughter asked. I had to go drop the van off or whatever. She's like, "How'd you get back?" I was like, "Magic." She was like, "No, how'd
You
you get
said
back?"
magic.
Yeah, yeah. She's like, "No, how'd you get back?" She was like, "You flew." I was like, "How'd you know?"
Mm-mm.
Oh man, because I showed her that other artwork. Where is it? I don't think it's in here. Yeah, the one with me and her, or whatever that I just posted.
Yeah.
I showed her that. She liked. I actually got that as my lock screen now. Uh, she loved that or whatever. But yeah, but yeah, these Funko Pops dope. I like. I mean, I've only made yours and mine, but I like yours the best though already. Yeah, especially because of like I got the Harry Potter stuff still like there and
Mm-hmm.
all that. So yeah,
This
I
is,
figured just
I give you props. It's dope.
yeah, thank you, thank you. I tried, I tried,
I
but it
appreciate
took so long to make those, so I gotta make sure I got some time to sit and make the ones for Shelly and Cypher. Yeah, but I want to do it sooner rather than later so I can have them posted too. So
it. Mm.
maybe people be like, let's donate to Stop the Cap so they can get Funko Pop. Wishful thinking though, right?
Wishful thinking.
But no, you never know though. You never know. I have had people ask me before, like, how can they invest in me? Like, what can they do or whatever.
Tell them my
And I
cash app
just,
is $ JOMAWH. That's how
what
you
do you
can.
deal with at your job exactly? Do you deal with money at your job or you deal with something else?
I don't deal with money.
Okay, that's good.
No, it wouldn't be gone. Because as soon as the money was gone, I'd be gone too.
It'd probably be allocated to everything else.
Hey, it,
That's
it,
how.
it, it, it went to the proper place. I'll say
Okay,
that.
okay. Uh,
Or
look
whatever
at
I deemed the
this
proper
one.
place.
This one. Can you pull up like the other questions that was in the thing for the description for this episode? I forgot what they were. I
I
texted it
think
to y'all too.
I was say I could just read it. When what are your favorite ride or die stories, movies, or songs?
Favorite ride or die story movies or songs. I like Bonnie and Clyde. Well, I think that's like the general thing though. Like a lot of I think the ride or die concept came from Bonnie and Clyde actually. Um, so they literally did that. Uh,
Yeah.
favorite ride or die. You think because I posed the question, I would know the answer.
Yeah, well,
It's
I
me.
try not. I try not to give people benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. I do. I give people too much benefit of the doubt.
Mm. I doubt the benefit of the people.
Well, once I get to know you,
get to know you. Shakes head.
That's that's the PG way to put it. Let's see. What are your favorite ride or die stories, movies, or songs? Uh, Movies.
Oh, I got mine. I got
Go
mine.
for
Favorite
Bad
ride or
Boy.
die movie? You said Bad Boys?
Yeah.
Is it because they had Bad Boys Ride or Die?
I mean, honestly, I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah. But no, I mean, no, that wasn't my original reason, but yeah.
I think the
And
last one
then
I saw was I know I didn't watch the fourth one. I don't know if I watched the third one
they're
or
all
not,
good to me.
but I know I saw the first and second one. I don't remember if I saw
Mhm. Uh, if I was to go songs, international player anthem.
it. Man. Whew.
Yeah.
I got we got a wedding and they have that as their must play, as one of their must play songs. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, man, you know how many times over the years I had in my head like, I should learn this song, but we don't get couples that like
They
fit
requested.
those songs. But now it's people that's like my age and younger than me that's getting married, or people that's a little older that are
You
familiar with
should
those
you should
songs.
you should record it and use it as a promo.
We what doing that? I don't
Yeah.
know it.
And
I
then
don't know it to perform it.
oh, I thought you were saying you were gonna learn it to perform it.
I mean, no, that wedding is like in a couple weeks. I ain't fucking doing that.
Okay,
That
whatever.
I need 2 months to learn the song
Okay.
because I be
I
so
see.
busy. Back in the day, I could learn that shit in like 2 weeks or a
I
week.
was trying to say, yeah,
But
growing
now,
up in the church, you had to learn 3, 4 songs you had never heard of in a, on a random Thursday
no.
from
So
seven
like
seven to 9.
the way I do it is I listen to the music like I learn by ear. So I would write the lyrics. I learned by ear sight too, I guess, but I
Mm,
would write the lyrics, but I would write them in my own way so I could be able to like say certain phrases or whatever a certain way and shit like that.
yeah,
So that's how I learn songs by like rewriting it myself, and then like I'm off to the races. But now because of how like busy I am and doing stuff, like this ain't college no more. Jeez. And I was busy then, but I'm much busier, and I'm 10 times busier now.
yeah.
So I can't do it like that. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe someday, because we do got this wedding in 2027 bars, where we did their wedding back in 20, like we did the sister's wedding, I think in like 2020 or something like that, and they wanted us to come back again for the other sister's wedding. And she's this sister is like black, but she was raised white or something like that. Some shit. That's what the mom said. But she wants the wedding to like have that like same type of feel we did for the other one. So she wanted us. She wanted a rhythm maker. Shout out to rhythm makers. So I'm like, maybe for that one, I probably learn it and I'll be able to, because we do a lot of like melodies and mixes and mashups.
Well, then y'all could be practicing now.
That would just be me. Like I'd have to do that when we do This Is How We
You
Do It.
could be practicing now.
Yeah, yeah, I think I will. But yeah, that song, that's a good song though.
Yeah.
I
If I
will
was,
only learn Andre 3000 part though.
that's fine. If I was to pick stories, it would be Lord of the Rings, but specifically
Oh,
Samwise and Frodo.
yeah, Frodo Baggins. Yeah,
Yeah.
disrespectful you didn't say his last name, but yeah.
If you don't know, if you don't know just from Frodo, then what's the point of me
Some of
saying
some,
that?
some just like Cher, Madonna.
Yeah.
It's just that's it. The Baggins was the baggage. We don't need that. Um, but I guess yeah, that's good. Uh, so I movies, so many movies. But I thought about Four Brothers,
That's a good one.
that movie there, and I don't know like lines from like how I know Lion King, but I
Hmm.
know like a few of those lines when I'm watching that motherfucker. I'll be like, oh, I got the rock now. I got this motherfucker now. What? What? It's like. bruh. What he say? What he say? When Andre 3000 was like, no, 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 you don't know who you fucking with. And what Terry said, he was like, "What you gonna do? Bite me? Some big ass teeth." That's what movie. My cousin, he better still have my DVD. I had the DVD for that.
Four
What?
brothers.
Yeah, and then he had borrowed it or whatever. Uh, it's been like way before my daughter was even born. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's been a good like 8, 9 years. I'm gonna ask him like, you still got my Four Brothers DVD? That movie good though. That movie good. I
All right.
would buy that movie now on digital. That's how good it is.
All right. So pick a song.
A ride or die song. Um, So for some reason, when I was writing that, the one song, like the song that popped in my head, and I don't think it's even the right type of context, but like, do you
Popular
wanna
from
ride
Wicked.
with me? What?
I said popular from Wicked.
No, no. But that
Alexander
song,
Hamilton.
when he's like, "Do you wanna ride with me?" and they're like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." You know the song?
The words sound familiar, but the way you were singing it was throwing me off.
Nah, 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 whatever. I'm an ex cipher. I want to say that's Ja Rule, but like I'm hearing like his voice, but I don't know. But that's what pops in my head. I don't think that's my answer per se, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. It makes me want to sing that when I was thinking about this topic.
Okay.
Um, but my actual ride of that song is I would say, and it's funny you talk about musical stuff. Um, but I don't think it's nothing musical. Um, be prepared from Lion King. Actually,
I guess
you
from
get
the
it?
hyena scar
Yeah,
standpoint, yeah.
yeah.
But even then, they ran off on him though. That's not a real ride or
Mm.
die.
Which brings me to my quote.
What
You
quote?
call them motherfuckers your ride or die, and then them same people end up like dipping off on you, like letting that shit die.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Which
like
is why I was careful with what I picked.
yeah. But no, but that song, like in that moment, like that's a good like, hey, we about to go do this. Like, you got me? Let's go. Be prepared.
Oh,
Be prepared for the cool of a century. Be prepared for the murkiest sky. La la la. Yeah, that shit's so smooth. That man said meticulous planning, tenacity
okay. All right.
spanning,
All right. All
decades of
right.
denial is
All right.
simply why I'll be king, undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen for the wonder I am.
Question for you. How
Spit
well did that work?
bars.
How well did that work out for him?
Hey, it worked for him for a couple decades. That's good. That's fine. That's fine. He had a reign. He had it for a
Anyway,
couple decades.
what story? I'm interested to see what story you pick because I have one in mind, but I don't think you're gonna pick it.
A story. Um, routed that story. I want to go with Greek mythology, honestly.
You said what?
I want to go Greek mythology, honestly.
You want to do what?
I want to go Greek mythology,
Okay.
but a lot of those stories are like heroes on their own solo journey quests. Um, I honestly, you know what? I'll pick. I'm gonna go Percy Jackson route,
Percy
but
who?
I don't want to go too deep because you still on the Son of Neptune, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't
I've
want to
I've
get into.
read to
Have you read Mark of Athena?
yeah. I just
Okay,
don't remember it.
so So like how I want to say Percy. I mean, you can do it based on context of like what you've already read before, but specifically Percy like ride or die-ness for Annabeth in that book. I'm getting goosebumps saying it.
Is this when
Like,
she was traveling through hell?
hmm
Okay, yeah, I remember that. And she
yeah, like
either he was carrying her or she was carrying him.
he was carrying her, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm getting
Yeah.
teary eyed.
Oh my god.
Like it was.
I wasn't thinking them. I was thinking Percy, but I wasn't
Oh,
thinking him
Percy.
and
Who's
Annabeth.
your
I was
Percy
thinking
and Grover?
yes.
Yeah,
In the first series where Grover was stuck on the island and they had such a bond
with
that they
Calypso.
were,
Yeah,
huh?
with Calypso. Oh, are you talking about on the Sea of Monsters?
See
Yeah.
monsters.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
when
yeah, that was
he was
Percy
stuck,
with Calypso.
but that's still Calypso. But
No, it's not. Well, yeah, yeah.
it's when Grover stuck on the island with the Cyclops,
Polyphemus.
and they have such a close connection that when
Yeah,
they dream together that they can find each
yeah,
other in and try to help find each other. Like
yeah,
what? Who
yeah.
else has that close of a connection with anybody? Who you got that close of a connection with? That y'all been that y'all communicating in y'all dreams?
Or three people. I've had it with three people, not all simultaneously, but like
That y'all
when.
talk to each other in your dreams? Like y'all both wake up and remember the same dream.
So like
That was
we didn't.
communication that y'all had.
So in the midst of like those times when it was happening, we didn't like realize like it was like both of us like opening a door until we actually like got together again in person and talked about it. And that was the have I talked to y'all
Were
about
these
the white
females
girl
that you were acquainted
that I
with?
called my soulmate?
You were,
I think
see, I knew it was female related.
yeah, sure. All three of them are females.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one is the girl I'd often call my soulmate, the white girl, and then
You've
the
talked about
other
her
one,
before.
the other one I'm not gonna mention because no one. And then my daughter. So yeah, but yeah, so but yeah, that was pretty like crazy though. Like I remember even reading about it. So Sea of Monsters is the first Percy Jackson book that I read.
I want to
Like
say Titan's
I
Curse
read that.
was the first one I read, and I was
Was
like,
it?
"What is this graciousness?" And so then I had to stop and go read from the beginning.
Yeah, I
Shout
think it
out to
was
Hayden.
Spring.
Shout out to Hayden Kershaw for lending me his book that day in Spanish class. That's how much of an impact it had on me that I remember remember who it was and what class we were in.
Yeah. What grade were you in?
That was ninth grade.
Oh shit, you read got that freshman year. I was in seventh grade when I read Sea of
Mm,
Monsters. Like
yeah, I was late.
we had to pick a book to I don't remember if I read it because we had to pick a book to do a book report on,
Mm-hmm.
or we just had to get a book out of like the little library section we had in our class. And I remember like this it was books on there and I'm just going through and I'm the type of person, same thing like with reading the Bible. Like I often would just open it, flip, land there, that's what I need to read, you know? So same thing with like Yu-Gi-Oh, like playing with the heart of the cards type shit. Like that's what I do. That's what I was doing. I'm just literally the books. I'm just running my fingers across the books and then stop, picked it up. Huh. Okay, cool. And then I read it and I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Then I gave it to my mom and she was like, what? And then I gave it to my brother and he was like, what? Like crazy. And I read the second book and then I saw it was more. I saw it was Titan's Curse. Titan's Curse was just about to come out, or it had just came out, one of the two. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta read Lightning Thief first. So I think I read Lightning Thief first. I don't know if I did two and three and then I think I did two, then one, then three. Yes, I
Mm.
did. And then I'm like, man. Launches then. What's your favorite book in just the person just in the Olympian series? What's your favorite book?
Hmm.
So you got
Hmm.
Lightning Thief, you got Sea of Monsters, you got Titan's Curse, you got Pan's Labyrinth, and you got The Last Olympian.
Pan's Labyrinth kind of. I was just like, Grover, come on, leave it alone. But I think what's the last one called?
The Last Olympian.
Yeah, the last
That's
Olympian.
like the battle in New York.
Yeah, I think that one does it for me because that's after he got dipped
Dipped
in the
in the River
waters.
Styx.
Hey, praise God, he got dipped in the water. Uh, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah. Though,
gosh.
like it's
Hey,
some great
hey, that was
symbolism
a
in
holy
that.
fire, though.
That was it. Really was.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
described it as such. Basically, he said that it
yeah.
was hot. Like
Hey,
it was hot, but cool. But
yeah,
whatever. Like
hey. It's like a fire. Shut up in my bones. Come on, somebody.
man,
But
man,
yes, last Olympian, just because
the
it's
stakes are high.
yes.
Yeah,
And you've been through this journey and you finally get
yeah.
into there's no more teasing. This is it.
Man, they was whipping ass and getting ass
Boy,
whooped. Look,
yes.
and ladies and gentlemen, we only talking about words on a page right now. This passionate with me. I got
Yes.
goosebumps. I got goosebumps right now.
Oh my God.
Like,
Like and
bruh.
like just the so what got me into the books was just I saw my friend with the book. I think he might have been reading it or just had to sit down. And the cover just caught my eye. And I was like, what is this? And I looked
For
at
Titan's
it and
Curse.
usually, yeah. And I
Yeah.
to get to see if I like a book, I'll read the back of it. I'll read uh I don't know what
As
it's
you're
called,
talking
but like
about it, I'm gonna put this graphic up.
uh I'll read while they're what they're talking about on the first few pages, not of the actual story, but like when they're like the introduction or whatever. And I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. And then I don't think we were doing anything in class today or something because I remember reading a couple pages of it, and boy, I was just stuck. And I think he either let me borrow it or I immediately went home and told mom I need these books. I need them. And so my mom was like, shoot, you want to read? Sure, we can go get these books. And so one after the other, because she wasn't finna buy them all, you know. And so one after another, she went and got me the first one, the second, third, fourth, and boy, when I tell you, I ain't never read through a book so quick. Like back in the day, I used to, but it had been a while because I had fell out of books for a little minute, and so
think
reading those sparked me getting back into it, and I was just, what we doing now? Where we going now?
I think the fastest that I read through any of those books was 8 days.
I don't even know. I wanted to say a week, but I'm not even sure on that.
Yeah, because I used to try to time like see like how long. That's I did the same thing with
But
like
that book
when you
used to go
on the
everywhere.
game when you create your created person.
Mm-hmm.
Like the faster I created my person, because I typically recreate myself every game. But it was 8 days, so that's I know like it was about the same amount of days. But
We should all get 2K and play against each other.
we should. I'm about to have but you can't do it. What you got? PS5?
A PC.
Oh, we'll talk about it later. Um,
Yeah.
so this is the book that he's referring to, ladies and gentlemen. The Last Olympian. This is the book.
Subs Beauty.
Yes.
Is that hardback too?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
I wish my I had the one with the different covers on each one, but I think I'll hold on. You talk.
Okay. And my favorite book. from the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. It's I said Pan's Labyrinth. That's a movie. What the fuck? It's Battle of the Labyrinth. And look, you see that this
That's the
bad
one.
boy.
That's the book I had.
Yeah, I got the other books, but they at my other place. Cause I was about to go grab Taint's Curse so I could show the cover. But yeah, chapter one. I battle the cheerleading squad. But yeah, the Battle of the Labyrinth though. You see, it's tape on this bad boy. I've had this book for
Boy,
that long.
that's why I had to get away from paperbacks.
Paperback. Yeah. My Sea of Monsters is I think my Sea of Monsters is in here. My Sea of Monsters. And I still got like the first Sea of Monsters, like the same book that I read in seventh grade. I
Hmm.
have that actual same book. History. Actually, let me see if I can go find it. Your turn to talk to the people.
All right, so oh no, so it's different covers on each one, but so it's a set. Hold on, let me show you how it's supposed to be first. Let me do this. Hold on, uno momento, por favor, please. Struggling. Shouldn't be struggling. Oh, there we go. And watch, I'm gonna struggle to get it up out of here too. Y'all excuse him. He went to go get a glass of milk. So I just got like the set, and this is all how they look. If you notice, I got them out of order, but hold on, wait a minute, hold on now, because you got to pay attention. Oh, Jesus Christ, on a cracker. Yeah. So if you notice, all the waves flowing together and the books in order, and each, like he showed you earlier, each book has its own cover design. Now I got to get the freaking book back out. Good God Almighty! What did I do to myself? Get out of there! That works too. So yeah, so first one, the Lightning Thief. Got the second one. It's the Sea of Monsters. Then you got the Titan's Curse, which is solid second book actually. Then you got the Battle of the Labyrinth, and then of course the last Olympian. Such a good series. My God, on today, a true story, coming of age about a boy just learning himself, which aren't we all having to learn ourselves in one form or fashion, and learning how to live and maneuver through life with circumstances you didn't ask for, and have nothing to do with you, but you now have to fool with because family business in some form or fashion, really, and you have no choice but to participate. It's literally written in the stars, some would say, that this is what you're supposed to be doing. So I don't know. These books are phenomenal. Phenomenal. Like I said, once I started picking them up, I couldn't put them down. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Also, let me show you something else actually. Ain't nobody talking to you, Siri. And then this is the second book. No, I'm sorry, the first book of the second series. called The Lost Hero. Phenomenal. 10 out of 10. And then, of course, my Harry Potter stuff. My bookcase is laying like a mug. My God. I need assistance. It's going to tip over in the middle of the night. Also, another good book, since we're talking about books. If anybody has ever heard of the comedian Trevor Noah, he has a book about his life called Born a Crime. Great read. Funny read as well. But it basically explains to you how he was born in South Africa and him being half black, half white was considered a crime. And so this family basically had to protect him his whole life from being caught by the police, but they call the police a different word down there. And it's just him navigating through his life. And he tells this story about how he really had to go to the bathroom, but they had an outhouse and it was just filthy and he refused to use it. And so wasn't nobody home but him and his grandmother, who he called Gugu, I believe. And he just decides to lay some I guess like newspaper on the floor in the kitchen, and you got to imagine that this is in the time period where they didn't have anything, so the house is all basically one big room. So the grandmother is right over in the living room, not far from the kitchen, and he's just in the kitchen taking a dump, just taking a dump right there. And trying to be as quiet about it as possible. But the grandmother's right there. Now she can't see. And I think she was somewhat hard of hearing, or she probably could hear and was asking what's that sound, but she couldn't see. And so he's not responding. He's just trying to. You told me to hold on. Okay. But anyway, okay. And he's just trying to clean it up without her catching on, trying to figure out what's going on. It's hilarious. I haven't finished the book. I actually need to go back and finish it, but it is a great read. Nice.
He was telling me to hold on because I was sitting looking at the camera like, what the fuck is he talking about? Because as soon as I come on, you talking about somebody taking a dump. What the fuck is going on? Like, what we doing? Like, what's going on?
But yeah,
I wanted to bring Cypher on right after you finished.
Thanks for that.
It's crazy, bro.
Thanks for that. But it's a great book. It's like I said, it's just about him being growing up in South Africa, being half black, half white during apartheid. And basically, him existing was a crime there, and so he would have been taken from his family. And so it's just him navigating through life, and people are trying not to figure out that he's half white.
So
I just showed people.
I know I heard you do it, so I couldn't find my original Sea of Monsters, but you started talking about the books.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, then I think it's that. Then it's Mark of Athena.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Then House of Hades.
That's as far as I got. House of Hades. Yeah. I got to House of Hades, and then I fell off, and I was mad at myself because I think I was at least 3/4 of the way through the book, and I fell off, and I only had one more to go. So
I forget what the last one is called.
I don't know. I got it in my room. I need a drink. I'm finna drink.
The Blood of Olympus.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So before we talk about these Percy Jackson books real quick.
No, you good. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my camera now. I hate technology, bro. I swear. Sorry.
Did you read the Kane Chronicles?
No, I have them. No, I don't. I didn't care for them.
What?
I tried. Hold on a second.
These books are crazy. My favorite one is the Red Pyramid.
Won't see the Phoenix War. That sounds like your favorite ecstasy pill.
Funny as hell.
That's what it sounds like. You say your favorite one's the Red Pyramid. Mine's too, nigga.
Mine too. He's like, if you didn't know,
Yeah.
you better ask somebody.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh God.
Are y'all talking about ecstasy?
Yes. Yes.
I don't even go here. I don't know what's happening.
No, because he said his favorite one was Red Pyramid. He was talking about the book,
Yeah.
but I was like, that's like your favorite ecstasy pill. I said, that's your favorite. It's my favorite too, nigga. For real.
But I did just recently bought the other books that branch off from Percy Jackson. I think I have that, but I don't know.
The Magnus Shea series.
Yeah.
What do you mean the other books that branch off from Percy Jackson? Like the In Between Quill?
Like the Chalice of something, and
Yeah, the In Between Quill.
yeah.
You know why I say the In Between
Some
Quill?
of them I didn't even know they existed. Why?
Came from Lion King. From when they did
Lion
Lion
King
King 1.5.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love that fucking movie.
Simone was telling. He's like, it's not a sequel. It's In Between Quill.
There you go. Yeah, that's a great movie.
But yeah, I didn't read I want to read the Chalice one, but I don't care for that one.
I think it's the
They got
Chalice of the Goddesses.
They got one with Carter Kane and Percy are together. I think I read that.
No idea who that was. Of Carter Kane is. Oh, from that book. Okay. But it's Egyptian gods, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one day I'll get into it. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Let me finish Percy first.
You finished with the European version of the gods.
European. Wow.
Am I wrong?
I prefer Greek, but okay.
But it is.
Anyway, Cypher. Cheers to you, bro.
Cheers, man. Salute. Salute. Wish I had a beverage with you, but this will do.
No. That's why I got this, because I can't have
this will do. This will do. The coffee will do.
Because let me be quiet.
Indubitably.
How you been, good sir? How's life treating you?
Cypher, how you been, man? How life treating you?
Shit, man. I mean, life is good. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeezy say, minus the bullshit, life's great, bro. You know, minus the little annoyances that we deal with, just being adults. Life is great, bro. Like life is fucking astonishing, bro.
And I quote, like Jesus said.
Okay, right.
Jesus said, minus the bullshit, life is good.
No, Jeezy, not Jesus.
Oh, Jeezy. Okay, you heard Jeezy, right?
Like Jeezy, bro. Minus the bullshit, life's great. Just got a camera on the peach and my license plate. Yeah. Y'all remember that line?
I remember that shit.
Now that you said it, I do. But when you spoke, it sounded like you said, like Jesus said, minus the bullshit, life is great.
I mean, shit. Trap Jesus, maybe. Shit. I took Multi to meet Stove Jesus. So, you know, there's other Jesuses out there in the multiverse.
Do I want to know? Would I get in trouble for knowing Stove Jesus?
No, he got good music.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
I wouldn't. When you said Stove Jesus, I was thinking.
I mean, but yes.
That's what they call Stove God Cooks. The artist Stove God Cooks, they call him Stove Jesus.
I never heard of either.
Like literally, he has a logo of him as Jesus, and it's like a thing. It's like a thing.
Oh, see, it's like Black Jesus.
Yes, essentially, because he is definitely a nigga, and he from Syracuse, New York. So it's like Black Jesus. But
Did he used to be a chef of some sort?
Yes, he was a chef of street narcotics, street pharmaceuticals.
Amen. Praise God.
And but he also grew up in the church and was, you know, his father was I think a pastor, but also a musician. So that's kind of like how he came to that identity. Yeah, that's kind of how that all came together. Very interesting story, actually, because him growing up in church is what made his sound what it is. Like it's like the street part is there, but it wouldn't hit the same if it didn't have that church element in it. So that's what's dope about it.
It's like so he's Kirk Franklin.
For trappers, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
For people who trap and
You got the reference. Don't make that face. Okay.
I did get the reference. That's why I'm like, man.
I mean, it technically is. That's why you see it's not a bad comparison when you think about it. It's very similar to that. Yeah. For the trappers, he's like that. And you think Kurt Franklin's so big, like he's a megastar. That nigga's like as commercial as you could be, even being a gospel artist. Like he's commercial as commercial could be. There's people who think he in the Illuminati. Like it's crazy. It's just weird. Like I'm like, y'all think Kurt Franklin the Illuminati? Okay, cool, man.
Whatever floats your boat.
I want to see Kurt Franklin in Kevin Hart.
You want to see Kurt Franklin what?
In a movie with Kevin Hart.
That would probably be funny. Kurt Franklin is a funny ass person.
Yeah,
he's funny as hell.
And like they both short, so just to see them, just like did y'all watch? Oh well, Shelly just asked that last time about that Kevin Hart movie. Did y'all
72 hours?
Yeah,
I've seen most of it. I haven't seen it all the way through, but yeah. But him and Cat
Williams. Yeah.
Oh my God, I've seen that part. Now that's funny. That is funny. But him and that accent. I can't remember the name he said.
He said,
but,
my name is Ricardo Montana. Montana? It's not Montana.
I think it's Montana.
No, hey, look,
that's the thing.
I know it was an old comment, but salute to Bird's Eye View when he was saying like righteously, majority of cartoons had something that could be saw different as adults. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Most of that shit that people probably saw as kids and didn't understand that shit, like I understood that shit as a kid. Like I didn't have to see it differently as an adult.
Okay,
I knew exactly what the fuck was going on, bro.
I got a question about that I think you'll probably be able to answer. Do you feel as though, like, for the ones that didn't like connect the dots or whatever, like we did, that it played in their subconscious, so as they got older, they started doing some of those things, not realizing it's because of what they watched?
I would say that has a part to play in it for sure, because again, I might have said this on a previous episode, I can't remember which one, but us as people are just influential creatures in general. So yes, we have our own free will. Yes, we are gifted with the option of choice and cognitive reasoning and thought and all that shit. But at the same time, a lot of the things that we do or the patterns that we start to have and the religions that we take on, a lot of that is based off of what we see and what we hear. As a kid growing up, like when we going through those pre-adolescence and adolescent stages, like a lot of that shit is affected. So yeah, absolutely. Because I'll give you one quick example. Even though this wasn't like no salacious shit or nothing like that, I remember being in like first or second grade, and there was one of the teachers asked us what was arachnophobia. What was the meaning of arachnophobia? Mind y'all, this is like the fucking 90s, dude. Like, that's not a word that the average first grade class in the urban community is gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in Bronzeville, like on the low end. Like we niggas don't know what the fuck that is. But I knew what it was, and I answered the question correctly. I'm like, yeah, it's fear of spiders. And then everybody looked at me like, even the teacher looked at me like, how the fuck did he know that? Because she was asking a question that she had no intention of anybody actually knowing. And since I was able to answer it, everybody was just looking like, what the fuck happened? And I remember, and I told them that when they asked me how I knew, I was like, from watching Batman the animated series. I was like, I just saw this on an episode of Batman like 3 days ago. Like, literally, Scarecrow was testing out his fear toxin on motherfuckers, and one of them niggas was in there losing his fucking mind because it was spiders everywhere. And he was like, oh, yeah, arachnophobia. And I just kind of logged that in my brain without even trying. Without even attempting to, let me write this down. Let me take notes. No, nigga, my brain just absorbed that information. And then when I heard it again, I was like, oh, that's the second time I ever heard that word. I know what that means. So for example, like I feel like, yeah, the stuff that we watch absolutely can impact our decisions and what we do. So to go back, bring it even home, like if you see some salacious or sexual or a sexual innuendo or something like that inside of a show, or even if it ain't that, it could be whatever. It's a very good chance that you will emulate that. You know what I'm saying? Over time, because you're gonna retain that information. Like you never know what kids are gonna remember. I stress that to everybody at that age are sponges, so like they're going to retain information. They're going to retain things that they see and hear. Their personal time. That's kids' quality time. Especially if it's a show that we like to watch. Nigga, we'll sit there and watch a marathon of that shit for 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? I would have watched Batman all fucking day, Dexter's Laboratory all day, Ren and Stimpy all day. Like, there's always going to be innuendos in these shows. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's going to play a part into how people start to behave, at least to a degree. It'll at least put the seed there, and it's up to you in life to nurture it for it to grow. Bare minimum. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, so let's move it to the topic at hand. Ride or dies. Who is your ride or die? If you have one.
Oh, well, first, before let me preface. You know, I love this. I got to preface what I'm going to say. So let me preface it with this. I feel like contextually, the question is one, an easy question, but also two, it don't apply to every single thing. So when I give my answer, it's going to be specifically to this specific question you just asked, which is, who is my ride or die if I have one, and why? These are the reasons why. Because some of the other questions that we posed with this topic, I feel like it's more so should be defined as like Die Hard, more so than ride or die. Like, what's your ride or die show? I don't think that's the right context. Like, you can't have a ride or die show based off the definition I'm about to give y'all. It would have to be, I'm a die-hard fan of said show, or I'm a die-hard fan of said. Those are not the same thing. So I want to start there. So now that we got that out the way and that's understood, yes, absolutely, I have a ride or die, because what a ride or die is what it says. Like, it's literally, I told Moti in the group chat, like, this is an easy answer, but I see what you're doing. Like, I get what you're doing, bro. I'm with you. But the answer is simple. Like, a ride or die is somebody who literally is willing to roll with you through all situations, and they're willing to do it even to their own detriment because of the love and loyalty that they have for you. Not saying this is always smart. That's what you have to use. You have to use your reasoning in this mindset when you have this type of relationship with someone, or you feel like this is your relationship. You still have to use your reasoning, because there's a thin line between loyalty and stupidity. So I'm gonna leave that on the table as well. But by definition, that's what ride or die is. Like, yo, my cousin, Henny on the Rocks, salute to Henny on the Rocks. That's my best friend. That's my ride or die. Like, if I call bro for whatever, I'm talking about whatever it is. If it's drama, he's gonna slide. If it's me having a emotional breakdown, he's gonna listen to whatever I'm going through for 15 hours if he got to make sure he could talk me off that cliff. If it's I need some money to get something to eat or money to pay a bill, hell, I didn't call him to get my rent money before. The one time I needed him to do something like that, and that nigga, he say, how much you need? I say, this number. He say, damn. All right, give me a couple seconds. Let me move something around. That's a ride or die. A motherfucker who damn near they don't even always want to do it, but they feel obligated to do it because of who you are to them, and they know you will return that same energy. Like, it's reciprocal. Like, you can't be ride or die unless the other motherfucker ride or die, or they can't be ride or die unless you ride or die. Like, so for me and bro have been in so many situations in the streets growing up, and the funniest thing was, like, we was enemies before we was friends, because at least when my ride or die, we didn't know we were related. And I don't think I ever told this story, so this might be actually good for y'all to hear this. Me and Henny obviously grew up in the same neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, on the low end, you know what I'm saying, in Bronzeville. But I was on 41st, between 41st and 43rd, and he was on 39th. You know what I'm saying? So all within the same region, but still, a couple blocks up. So 39th Street has historically been into it with everybody south of there for years. Hell, before we was even born. So that's everybody in the 40s going to, wherever else, towards the 50s. So because of how my family is like weird and fractured and all that shit, we had family members that were scattered across the low end because people had moved out of the Wells. But then some people were still in the Ida B. Wells. Just doesn't say projects in general, but that was the closest project that my family came from. So when that shit split, some of us weren't in each other's lives on a day-to-day basis, even though, to be fair, we weren't that far from each other. But we might as well have been miles away from each other because of those dividing lines with the gang shit and the street shit. So it was times where my grandma didn't even let me go on that block where they was on when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure it was vice versa. So when we got older and we got into the gang shit, we active in this shit, I'm running into him just thinking he one of them niggas from down there. Like, I remember him, he from down there, and he got a little reputation for himself. Like, he was putting in work, he was doing his thing, he was beating niggas up, robbing niggas, doing all of that. So it's like, I'm like, all right, I gotta watch this nigga. Woo. We get to high school. I run into him in the hallway one day. Mind you, I'm Lord knows I was out my fucking mind in 2005, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm one psychopath walking into the school against another psychopath, and me and him have words and this, that, and the third, and then we get back to the hood, and I see him in the hood, and we about to bang out. Pause. Like we about to get it in, you know what I'm saying? And then one of the big homies who was also related to us, one of our cousins, he ended up jumping in the fold like, hey, nigga, do you niggas know y'all related? What the fuck is y'all doing? Like, we finna bang this bitch out. We finna set this whole situation up. He like, nah, nigga, you niggas tweaking. Like, y'all whole family in this bitch. So once he, you know, sat us down and we went through the whole situation and found out who we was connected to and that we was actually really related, me and that nigga been friends ever since. And that nigga been riding for me ever since because he saw I was a psycho and I've been riding for him because I saw he was a psycho and we was just two lovable psychos together. And that's been my best friend through all of this shit, bro. Through me, you know, fighting my psychosis and coming out of that, through my mental health journey, this nigga held me down, you know what I'm saying? Through, you know what I'm saying, going through the worst breakup of my life, which sent me into the last depression that I was in, the last real depression I was in. That nigga held me down through that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, the same nigga who seen me break down, like literally physically break down, be so fucking depressed, so fucking angry, so fucking like just done with life, bro. Like to the point where I physically couldn't fucking stand. And this nigga made me stand up. This nigga said, nah, fuck that, nigga. You not finna be out here like that. Like stand up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a ride or die is. A motherfucker who won't give up on you even when you give up on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I had to preface what I said in the beginning, because I knew I was going to get this example and give this answer. And it's like really personal to me because I understand what it's like to be loyal to somebody and they don't return that. I understand what it's like to be a ride or die for somebody. You be willing to put your freedom on the line. I don't literally risk my freedom. I don't threw rocks at the penitentiary most of my, you know what I'm saying, life. And I literally did that sometimes for niggas. It wasn't even for me. It wasn't even so I could gain something, just so I could help my niggas. And niggas didn't return that energy. I thought they was my brothers and they didn't return that energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to have somebody who will, who has, and who does still to this day, and we talking about we decades plus in, bro, I can't put a number on that. I can't be grateful enough for that because I understand how rare that is, and I understand how difficult it is to even expect that from niggas, especially in 2026. Almost 2027. So with that being said, yes, that's my ride or die, my best friend, my cousin, man, my brother, man, Henny on the rocks. I love you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. I know you be tuned into the show, so I hope you see this and don't be crying like a little bitch and shit. But I love you, my nigga, and I appreciate you. And that type of relationship is what defines ride or die for me through the gate. Like it's hellfire and back, hell or high water. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the element, man, we ride, we making it happen. Like, so that's why he had his kid, he had his daughter. Even though she's technically my little cousin, he made me her godfather. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally the godparent to his daughter. You know what I'm saying? And anything he needs for her, I do it. I don't give a fuck if it's my last, nigga. I'm gonna break it off because she need it. I'm gonna treat her like she him. I'm gonna treat her better than him because she's an extension of him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what ride or die is for me.
Question: do y'all find it at our big age harder to make friends now? That's something I've been since I moved here, and I'm in an area where the friends that I used to have is area, you know, of course, high school, and we've grown apart and whatnot. But so trying to have genuine friendships with people now, just randomly, I find it difficult to do. I was just curious if y'all.
Let me hit the graphic for this because I think I wanna go the fuck off.
You might as well let me do it because you know it's gonna take you forever.
I got it already, fucker.
Oh shit, here we are.
Switch it up.
All right, so switch this
Hey, you
on.
ain't put it on the table for yourself in a minute, nigga. I'm finna mute up. I want to see this. Go ahead and bring my brother to the center. Pause.
All right, so is it difficult? Is it more of a challenge to make friends as an adult these days? Um, I'm gonna say it shouldn't be, and the reason why it shouldn't be because as an adult, you should be able to be at a point mentally where you know what you can, you won't, or you will tolerate. You should know the type of person you are and the type of energy you would like to receive. Also know your own limitations of what you can give. Um, as simple as it was as kids to be like, oh, what's your name? This is my name, and then we friends or whatever. Yeah, that's cool and all. But as we learned growing up, what's shit that our grandparents used to be like, everybody ain't your friend, right? And
Yeah.
then we learned that the hard way. So as an
So
adult, you would think like, all right, cool, let's just be straightforward with each other. No mess, no bullshit. But the issue is a lot of fucking people got agendas. A lot of people your friend only because they see what you got, what you have, what you doing, how you living, shit like that. And that ain't cool. They want
mhm,
something from you or they got their hand out or they just want to leech off on your fucking energy or they want to be the type of person to see you're this, you're here at this level in your life and they want to bring you down there, not to humble you, but just out of spite or jealousy. And to do so, they hide it under the guise of being a friend, the wolf in sheep clothing type shit.
mhm.
And that shit is aggravating as fuck. You was about to say something though.
So I preference that with saying the question by saying that I find it easier then as a kid because it was easy and from the start. You know, we just friends because we both like Power Rangers.
Right.
But in time, as time goes by, you get older. You both start to develop your personalities. You go through whatever you go through as friends, and that in the end makes you closer.
Right.
Now, the thing is for me, as an adult, you can't build that time. You can't build that type of time as quick. I mean, you can't build that type of friendship in such a short amount of time period.
Because you can't grow together in the sense that you
Yeah,
could
Yeah,
as a
because
kid.
I see exactly what you're saying.
I'm already where I am.
Yeah, I
But
see
here's the
exactly
thing,
what you're
that's a
saying.
different type of developmental happening though, because to develop in your youth in so I want to say it's kind of I don't want to say it's difficult for you to answer this, but I think this is the perfect question because I think the way you came up and the way me and Cypher came up are different. Um, so in Arkansas, a lot of people in Arkansas, from what I gather, y'all all a lot of them went to the same elementary schools and shit like that, and then ended up in like similar high schools or some shit. Or even if not, you still have families or homes or houses where y'all are still in the similar neighborhoods and shit like that. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people still have like that connection, friendship from youth still. Am I
Mm-hmm.
wrong with saying that or no?
No, you're right.
So with us, it's different. If I'm speaking from for you wrong, Cypher, let me know. But I feel like with us, it's different with being in the city. He just kind of said it now, even though like from Ida B. Wells, like it's split and everybody's split up. It was still on the low end, but it's different like lines. I was just talking to somebody else about this, about like we didn't go past certain lines, not even just because of gang shit, but because of this is our area. So why the fuck we going anywhere else where we got everything we need here? Like we don't care to go anywhere else unless it's to like some type of family
No,
function
that's
or some
facts.
type of big thing happen or Macy's Day Parade. The only neutral
Or the
spot
Bud
really
Billiken
back
Parade.
then, exactly. I was gonna say the only neutral spot back then was the Bud and fucking downtown. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are the only neutral spots that we had back then.
Niggas even stayed
Um,
on different parts of the lakefront. Like it's some niggas who ain't never been past
yes,
31st Street on the lakefront. They
man,
ain't
and
never
that was
seen
me.
47th on the lakefront. You know what I'm saying?
And that was me to this
Yeah.
day. Like I only know the beach over on what's that, 75th? Oh, you
Yes,
know, the beach area over
Rainbow.
on
That's Rainbow.
75th
Rainbow
and
Beach.
on 31st. That's it. I ain't
Yeah,
never been in
31st Street
between.
Beach and Rainbow Beach. And they both
Yeah,
all along the lake. Like if you can
all
ride your
along.
bike straight down them motherfuckers.
It's the
But it's
same
niggas who
fucking
will only
beach,
go to
but
separate
it's
ones.
different energies at each one of them.
Yeah,
So,
that's facts.
but because of like how it was, our friend, and even further, so Chicago, a big city, people can move elsewhere, and then you're not friends with those people no more. So you're not growing up with them to have that grow up with bond. Like I moved around a lot in my childhood. Like I transferred like 18 different times in my childhood.
A lot of
So
people did. A lot of people. I had a
that
unique situation where I did not transfer, but I know hella people who I didn't meet them again till later in life because they went off to schools on other sides of town. I never saw them again until we got old.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Right. And then you
Yeah.
end up realizing like some people do as we got like deep into high school, that's when you find out like some people do know other people, but that's because motherfuckers transferred to different
Yep.
places and shit like that. And that's how you know this person, you know them from the block or shit like that, or maybe you got beef with motherfuckers. Like that's why when I went to Bogan, I had to stay low key because I didn't know who the fuck knew who, you know?
Yeah. Logan was
It wasn't
busting too.
until I fucking hated Bogan. It wasn't until my junior year that I got like acclimated to it better because I was there freshman year, then I went back junior year. And junior year doing that shit and doing night school, like motherfuckers, I was okay with interacting with people and people was like interacting with me and I started to get like known like I was when I was at Dunbar and shit. And I was like, fuck, I don't like it. Because people know me and I don't like for motherfuckers to know me. And that's the
Some
other
people
thing
don't like
too.
notoriety or popularity, bro.
Right, right.
Some
Especially
people don't like that
because
shit.
of whatever the fuck you into. When I was in the streets back then, so I didn't
Yeah,
want
because you
nobody
could
to know
also be
me, you
guilty
know.
by association, like you were saying earlier.
Yeah,
So, like, sometimes you might just be known because you best friends with a nigga who one of the slimiest niggas in the hood. And whole time, if you didn't grow up in the hood with him specifically, you might not know that. Now, if he your friend,
right,
he gonna tell you. Like, he gonna let you know, like, yeah,
right,
bro, I ain't gonna lie, it be niggas that be on my ass. Like, if he pause, if he's really your friend. But it's people,
yeah,
that's something you gotta look out for too with the friends and who you call your friend, because some people won't give you certain information about themselves. And that
yeah.
information might be pertinent to your safety. That's all I'm
And
saying.
it could be life or death, especially back then. Even now too, but statistically, it was worse back then, and it was
Yeah,
worse
it was
before
definitely worse
then.
back then. It was. It's just people just wilder now, but it was that type of stuff happened way more often back then. Like real shit.
Yeah. So as an adult, it's like you should know better at this point where you can you are able to make friends with people. Me and Cypher, for example, didn't fucking like I mean, we found out like we was fucking following each other on Facebook like for a while. But other than that, like personally, never met him.
Yeah,
Like we
we
just missed
just
each other at
social media
Dunbar too.
friends.
He graduated Dunbar right as I was coming into Dunbar. So
Yeah.
like it just so happened that we knew each other through Viridian and me and Cypher, like again, we talk about it all the time. I'm like, it's like I knew you back then too. Like
Yeah.
that's how it feels. Like I ain't gonna go as deep as
I'm
saying we
glad
like
you
we
said
grew
that
up
because that's gonna
together,
go into my
but we
answer when
knew
you're
each
done.
other type shit. So
I'm glad you
like
said that.
it's no weird like oh you went there for my past. Like nah, you've been my friend for a fucking decade, just as long as I known
See,
Joe and
so
Terrell.
look,
That's how I
by
feel.
you saying that, that's to and I didn't even want to cut you off, but I want to keep this
No,
thought
you good.
fresh.
I was done. I was done.
Like to answer your question, Mr. Whitty, do I find it more difficult? I'm gonna say no, only because to the point of what Mosi was just saying. Typically, at this stage, as an adult, for me, this is my experience. My new friends, if I get them, it's organic. Like it's like the universe just send me you niggas. It's like my gravitational pull or y'all gravitational pull. Just one of us gets drawn in. It's never intentional. So it's like when he met me personally through Viridian, even though we had been following each other, like he said, on socials for a minute, just didn't make that connect. We met that day we all went out for Viridian's birthday. Me and him like literally clicked instantly. So once we started talking and interacting even more so after that, and I came on the pod and then we chopping it up, that shit was all organic, all natural. That's how I even got here on Stop the Cap when he started this platform, him and Shelly, because he invited me on there. And then I came on as a guest once or twice. And before I knew it, I was a weekly reoccurring.
Right, before you knew it, I was
person,
making artwork with everybody.
You see what I'm saying? So that, again, that happened organically. That was no type of, there wasn't really a building point for me. Like, we still building now as we're actively friends, but it wasn't the same as what we all described from the past. Like you said, when you grow up with somebody and you have a different type of progression, like I said, me and Henny, we didn't been with each other since we was kids, bro. So since we were at least teenagers, as far as we remember. So it's like, that is different versus me meeting y'all, but I have such a natural way of talking to y'all. I feel comfortable speaking with y'all. I don't feel weird when I'm around y'all in person. Like, all of that matters. So at this stage, I think it's easy for me to make new friends when I'm meant to make them. If you're not meant to be my friend, that's when we're going to have a point of contention. That's when there's going to be some awkwardness. That's when it's going to get weird and you'll feel some type of friction. Not necessarily saying we're going to get into it necessarily, but it's going to be one of them things where I'm going to know. Yeah, I'm going to know I don't fuck with you like that. Like, I might not even like have an issue with you. I'm just going to know that we're not going to be friends. You know,
and I'm going to add this too. Like, when you mentioned the building thing, like the thing of like when you were a kid.
Hold on a second.
Okay, you taking notes?
Trying to find that word in the Bible there. Cypher just spoke.
what word you talking about? Which word was it?
The scripture you just laid out.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, okay.
If it was
the single Genesis.
Yeah, if you were meant to be my friend, it wouldn't feel like work or something along that line.
If you meant to be my friend, if God meant for us to have this friendship and this relationship, it's gonna be an easy thing. That's why it feels like me and Multi been friends since me and Viridian, him and Viridian, or me and Viridian. That's why I feel like me and you been friends ever since. Damn it, you know what I'm saying? It's a natural fit. I'm just saying it's a natural fit. It just makes sense. Like, some people it's not going to, like, and sometimes that's not their fault. Sometimes it's not nobody's fault. It's just not meant to be. That's how I see it at this stage. Whereas when I was younger, I was very selective about my friends because of the things that we found in common. Like you said earlier, we might become friends just because we both like Power Rangers, or me and this nigga both like Yu-Gi-Oh, and me and this nigga both like wrestling. Like, that will make us friends. But our friendship can continue to grow or can be stunted based on what else I found out about you. Even back then, I've always been that observant. It's just that now as an adult, I don't feel like I have to be on guard as much. Like, obviously I'm not lacking. You got to pay attention to your surroundings, who you have around you, energies, discernment, all that good stuff. But I feel like I can be a little bit more relaxed because I'm not in survival mode anymore. When we was growing up, me and Multi specifically, it's a survival mode thing. So that's another reason why those friendships.
We had to make sure that we can make it fucking to this age back then.
Literally, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Now it's not survival mode no more. So I can have a easygoing interaction with somebody who might end up becoming a brother later, or she might become a sister later, or whatever the case may be, because now I'm just not with my guard up 24/7. And I know it's a lot of adult people that might be watching, and y'all like, oh, this nigga tripping. I know y'all got y'all guard up still. You like, oh, this nigga Cypher tripping. Look, I get it. I'm not finna talk bad about it. What I'm gonna tell you is, at some point, you have to ask yourself, having those defenses up like that, what has it served you? Because you protecting yourself, true, but you are also depriving yourself of human connection, which we all need. And I'm talking about, listen, y'all who watch this show weekly know me. I'm a nigga who, I'm cool with being a loner. But if I'm telling you that, that's how you know this is serious. Because even with me being cool with being a loner, human connection is needed, bro. It's needed. You just have to have the right humans to connect with, if that makes sense.
What the fuck are you doing today, sir? Get that out, please.
Look,
that's chapter what? Verse what?
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 9.
Hey, this is real nigga-lations, chapter 1, verse 1. Look, real nigga-lations. Because I'm just saying, bro, like, you gotta at this age, that's how I see it. And I see all sides. Anybody in the comments that disagree, please let us know. We here for the discourse on this one because this is a real conversation. But I'm telling y'all, that's how I look at it.
Look, and I'm going to say this too. So how you mentioned the as in the childhood or whatever, just because you like Power Rangers, another person like Power Rangers, like that's how it kind of started. That's literally what it was with me and Cypher. The moment, and I say this to this day, I think Viridian mentioned the wrestling stuff to Cypher on purpose because he knew it's only I've been saying this since college. It's only 3 things to get me to talk:
right,
pizza, music, and wrestling.
I remember he said that. Yeah, I remember
we
that.
didn't talk about none of those in school.
But I didn't fucking talk to nobody at all in school.
We talked in school.
No, I did talk to some people. Yeah, exactly. We didn't talk about that stuff, but we talked about whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck we talked about.
What did y'all talk about in school? What was like the main thing y'all talked about in school? If you can remember, like the main thing that y'all talked about.
People. I don't fucking know. I think it was just a lot of laughing at people and shit.
Probably I can't think of his actual name, but I can think of what the females was called. Well, what everybody was calling him in school.
Call who?
He was a math teacher. They called him Dino Dick.
What?
You don't remember him?
Why is it always the band teacher?
he wasn't a band teacher. He wasn't a band teacher. He was a math teacher.
Oh, he's a math teacher. Okay, I thought you said band. I was like, why is it always the band teacher?
He used to scoot up right to the girls' desk and kind of like he always wore shorts too. And he would kind of like sit his dick right on the desk.
Bro, it's always somebody like this at every school, G. Like in my schools, it was the band teachers. They was getting it cracking. Because I don't know if you remember the band teacher from Dunbar Multi, Mr. Mitchell. I done heard Mr. Mitchell was slaying some shit. That's all I'm saying, bro.
I know,
I heard he was slaying some shit.
Do you know who Breonna Davis is? I think she may have been like a freshman when you was graduating.
That name sounds familiar. Because there's only so many Briannas that I knew at that school. That name sounds familiar.
She was in band. I know she like said some shit about her. I was not. I didn't even fucking know they had band in that bitch like that until I was because I smoked. So like, I was fucking honor society of weed smokers. So I had no idea about a lot of that shit at all. I thought that was only on TV because nobody came to me and was like, "We have this," and even a fucking art class.
Yeah, it's a lot of classes. Bro, it's niggas that didn't know we had culinary arts. I was like, yeah.
I didn't know they had that shit either at Dunbar.
There's definitely culinary arts. It's like one of the first classes you walk past when you come through security. You'll be smelling the breakfast in the morning they be cooking.
Hell no, I'm thinking that's coming from the lunchroom.
Hell no, that shit was coming from culinary.
Did not know. I'm telling you, there's so much shit that they had in Dunbar. I had no idea.
Look, you want to know how I found out?
That could have kept a lot of us out of trouble, though. High key.
Yeah.
If they advertised it properly, that could have kept a lot of us out of trouble.
I think the reason I found out about culinary arts in that school, bro, was because my cousin, not Henny, but my other cousin, Derek, he had culinary and he used to leave the crib early every day and go to Dunbar so he could get there early enough to cook breakfast before class started. They would let them do that shit. If they came in early enough, they would let them cook breakfast before class, bro. That's why he was because he didn't want to eat what they was cooking in lunchroom. He wanted to cook his own breakfast like he was at the crib.
It's actually a pretty dope concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was
it was a hell of a motivator because he did it every day. And I swear to God, if he missed it, if he overslept and he didn't get up early enough to get there, he was going to be mad as hell. That would ruin his mood for the whole day. He had to get hot immediately because his whole day would be blue, bro, because he didn't get to go to culinary and make breakfast.
When I was in Decatur, Illinois, when I went there for my sophomore year, I did culinary there because I saw like they offered shit or whatever. I did that, and I did that and weight training, like weightlifting and stuff. That helped me stay. Yeah, back in the day, boy.
Back in the day,
I get into it. I used to be lifting bitches back then. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Into it.
Don't let Multi being skinny fool you. There's plenty of skinny niggas that was weightlifting.
He ain't skinny. No. Back in the day, he was skinny.
I'm skinny fat. I'm skinny fat.
Now he be putting that thing on their back.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Wait, why I sound like Bernie Mac right now? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Scoop and lift, boy.
But no, back then I used to fucking that's what helped me get out of like smoking. Like that helped to like curb my addiction to weed. Because people say you can't be addicted to weed. The fuck you can.
I mean, you could be addicted to anything. You could be addicted to. You could be addicted to weightlifting. Like I know, I had a homie who literally he lived so much that he fucking kept hurting himself because he was overdoing it because he was just addicted to lifting, bro. He was on some John Cena shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that helped me doing that, and I was having a lot of sex too. That's also when I discovered like my vices as well, and like sex helped me with that too. Yeah, as well as doing the culinary stuff. And that was the first time.
Is that when you went straight edge, multi?
That is when I went straight edge. Like I knew it was straight because that was my sophomore year was 2010 through 2011. So 2010 to 2011 was my sophomore year, and that's when punk started the straight edge stuff. But when I discovered it, I was like, the light. He showed me the light.
Yeah.
And,
he was his savior.
I was just thinking the same.
Yeah, he's the straight edge savior. Yes. Very true. All factual. That's probably why I am about punk the way I am.
It makes sense. It all makes sense, bro.
Like that, like the concept of straight edge and straight edge society literally changed my life. Like no cap about it.
I'm willing to bet you're not the only one. I'm sure there's other CM Punk fans out there from that era that's why they are how they are today because they was watching him from that era.
He was a heel. He was a heel doing that. He was a heel who healed. What? Come on now.
But you know what's crazy about that? Since you say that, it worked so well because that was in the Ruthless Aggression era, and it still was right off the Attitude era. Like you gotta remember, the Ruthless Aggression era, Attitude era was not super far apart. You know what I'm saying? So we were still programmed from what we had been experiencing in the Attitude era. So to have somebody like him come along, and it was kind of like the second coming of Right to Censor with Stevie Richards, but it was with a character that we cared more about because he was more interesting, even to hate. Like he was a more interesting person to hate. I think that's why it works so well because it's literally the same thing Right to Censor did, except Right to Censor didn't have an ideology behind it. They tried to portray it as that because it's like, yo, this is what you should believe, and we're gonna convert niggas, we're gonna convert the Godfather, we're gonna convert Val Venus. But it was different with Punk because it was an actual lifestyle. It was like that the ideology was tied to. So
and he lived it, so he knew about it. So him speaking on it was more passionate. And he real life stories like with Joey Mercury, like he was addicted and he ended up like not being like he went through the whole journey or whatever to get himself free of his addiction. Same thing with Festus.
Shit, Big Cass had went through the same thing. Who just came back? He was going through some type of addiction, and he went and got his shit together, and now he in the best shape of his life, and that's why he back at WWE after having a run at AEW. So it's like he had to get his shit together.
The bottom of the barrel, as he said. The bottom of the rock bottom. That's what he said. Rock bottom.
Yeah, he was on rock bottom because the nigga was on fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? We seen it with Jeff Hardy. We see how Jeff Hardy done changed his fucking life around. Yeah, it's kind of crazy he be taking the ice baths every day, but it might be good.
Jeff should have just fucking raised his hand and submitted to CM Punk and cut his hair.
Jeff, that's why that shit was so heated because Jeff, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of us never thought Jeff was doing drugs for real, bro. We didn't start thinking that shit till it became obvious that he was doing drugs. So when CM Punk was calling him a drug addict and that was real, bro, we didn't know that shit was real.
We didn't. If anything, the mental was like
social media.
Yeah, if anything, the mental was like you calling him that because he got to take pills for his pain. Because of him doing that stuff, and that's the extent of it. But
ain't even thinking Punk, that made sense.
Punk was airing dirty laundry.
He was literally telling you what this nigga was
like,
doing.
No, you are a fucking junkie.
I'll never forgive Punk for coming out to Jeff's music and in the face.
Oh yeah.
I will never forgive him
Bro,
for doing it.
that shit was
You
crazy.
dirty bitch.
We didn't know that it wasn't him until he got in the ring,
We
bro.
That's
didn't
what I'm saying.
know.
That's what I'm saying. He did it so perfectly. Like, you know how Punk be mirrored, like he be mocking his opponents? Bro, that wasn't the same shit. He literally perfectly imitated Jeff's motions to where it looked like it was him because they about the same
10
build.
out of 10. That was
I say,
great.
wow, bro.
But look, you said that. I'm gonna say this: how you can forgive? It's like
Like you
karma.
can't forgive Undertaker beating Shawn Michaels.
We not. That's what I'm talking about. I don't forgive that. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. But how you don't forgive Punk for that? I don't forgive Paul Heyman for coming out to CM Punk's theme music after Punk left the company, like the day after Punk left or a while after Punk left. Oh yeah, they was in Chicago and CM Punk's music hit. This is the same year Punk left, and Paul Heyman came out to his music. I was like, this motherfucker.
I mean, I get what he was trying to do, but it wasn't. He didn't mean for it to be in poor taste, but it was in poor taste to the fans because it's like Punk not here, bro. Like he's in the city, but he ain't in this building. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't know where the fuck he is. He is also
nigga at the grocery store.
right. They at the grocery store. Like, we don't know where the fuck he is. He not here. So it was kind of in bad taste.
I got friends that done seen Punk and shit like that, and I'd be so mad because I'd be like, fuck, why can't
I sure be like, dang, you of all people, I ain't never seen them.
I ain't never run into him or AJ either. Like, that's why I was telling people they really kind of private. Like they be like, you could catch them outside. Like, but they're two famous people from the city who are well known, who you just don't see out and about. Like, they don't be clubbing and doing all that shit. So it's like,
yeah, they like being at home.
like you will see one of the rappers from Chicago somewhere before you see them. You know what I'm saying? You'll see a movie actor or a TV actors from Chicago outside before you see them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But while we on this topic of wrestling, I want to ask this in along with the actual topic. Go ahead.
I'm tired.
Okay.
Oh, it's time for you to tag you out.
Toodaloo. Good night. Y'all have
See you later, Mr. Whitty. Your watch has ended.
Thank you. Wait a minute.
Your watch has ended.
Am I dead?
No,
like your shift. Your shift is done.
Oh, okay. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you are not dead. You just dead tired.
Thank you. Yeah, dead tired. All right.
All right. Bye, Mr. Whitty. Bye, guys. Well, not guys, but him. But what was you about to say, Munch?
Ride or die factions.
Far as wrestling?
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm gonna say the ones
and I know I get because some of factions within they turn on each other type shit, but a lot of them end up coming back together at some point too.
Well, yeah,
but
true. They do end up at some point reconciling whatever was the breakup. So I would say for sure DX because them niggas always found a way to come back. Now, granted, there were different iterations of DX, just like because I was gonna say NWO as well, and there were different iterations of them. But even with the core members, like the people who started it, there's always a time where those people come back around. And when they together on TV and in storylines, they always made television better. They always made the show better. They always made the overall presentation better. So I think they was riding for each other. Like these niggas, that's just like what I was saying about motherfuckers riding with you to the ends of the earth, to hell and high water. Like DX, bro, remember they all got hunted by Stone Cold, bro? One of my favorite episodes of SmackDown of all fucking time, bro. Like literally, bro, like I could watch that shit forever, bro, on a loop and would never get irritated at seeing it. Because that nigga was one by one assaulting these niggas and finding these niggas and damn near basically trying to kill these niggas, bro. He got Road Dogg in a bear trap. He hung Billy Gunn from upside down from like one of those little leg rope trap things.
Yeah.
Motherfucking made the ceiling fall on X-Pac. Like it was just all type of shit happening. Then he locked Triple H in a room with a fucking rattlesnake and it bit his face and shit. So it's like it was Like, but them niggas was all still together the next week, hurt, injured, all that. Then they jumped at Austin ass after Triple H to trick them. Like, so I'm saying, like, they were literally risking in story in kayfabe. They were risking their fucking lives fucking with this dude from Texas, bro. This bald motherfucker, drunk motherfucker from Texas. Like, that shit was dangerous, and they was riding for each other. Same thing with the NWO. Like, nigga, the NWO had to deal with fucking Sting until he became part of that shit later, but. We not even gonna talk about it. We just like they had to deal with this psychopathic ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Up in the rafters and shit, coming down with a bat, like hitting niggas and shit. So it's like these niggas had to be very loyal and willing to go through a lot of physical and mental torment to rock with they people, with they crew. Now, who else I would say was probably the most ride or die to me for each other, but also turned on each other a lot. Faction wise, I'm gonna say I'm gonna definitely say Evolution, bro, because like their whole thing was, oh, we're gonna help these niggas be great because they young and they the future, and we like the now and the past, Triple H and Ric Flair, and them niggas was beating niggas ass, like they was handing out cash ass whoopers to niggas all up and down the roster, but it was like. As soon as Randy won the title, it was like, oh man, fuck dude. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, but the rest of them was riding with that shit. They was all cool with it. Even Batista was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Which was fucked up. But I mean, he was riding with things like, hey man, these niggas got me from Deacon Batista and gave me fast cars, bad women, and Rolexes. Man, I'm finna drop this nigga and shit. So it was like he was riding, bro. He like, man, this nigga violated. You shouldn't have won the title. You know Hunter's supposed to have a title, nigga. Like, so it was like one of them situations where it was like, all right, we finna just have to jump this nigga. And but eventually they got back together later too. So those are probably like my big three. I would say DX, the NWO, and I would say Evolution. But honorable mention, probably the Four Horsemen, because somebody asked me recently. This sidebar, but I'm gonna just say this why it comes to mind. Somebody said recently, like it was an idea, like, oh, they should redo the Four Horsemen and Cody should restart it, which I could see that.
Oh, interesting.
As far as who the other three people would be is my question, but I could see if anybody was gonna restart the Four Horsemen, it would make sense for it to be Cody Rhodes to be the person to do it, especially as far as like transitioning, because Cody, in my mind, in recent years, Cody Rhodes has never had a faction in recent years. Like he had a faction when he kind of like, well, I don't think he really. The only faction he was ever in was Legacy, but he didn't. I don't think he ever had his own faction. Well, technically, no, I'm lying. When he was in New Japan, he had a faction because he was a part of Bullet Club Gold, but that's not really his faction. It's like hella niggas that be in and out of Bullet. Finn Balor was
they all
in Bullet
had different
Club.
leaders of the Bullet Club. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I wouldn't even count Bullet Club.
But didn't he have a faction in AEW?
I don't know. Did he? Like, who the fuck
he had
was
a
that?
faction. Yeah, when he was a heel in AEW. He was with like it's that scene of him like cursing and shit in the back.
Oh wait, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I think I know who it was. I just don't know what the name of that shit was. I had to go look it up. I don't know what the name was because
what did he say? He went from whatever to
undesirable to undeniable.
Undeniable. I think that faction is called unimportant.
Well, look. All I can say is this. I would say honorable mention for Horsemen because, I mean, them niggas, if you watch any of that old footage of them niggas, they was dog walking niggas too. That era of beating niggas' ass, and the way that they beat niggas' ass back in that era, they was the niggas doing that. So
I think Evolution was supposed to be like the next Four Horsemen. That's what Evolution was.
I mean, they damn near was.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what it is about Evolution? It's like, Evolution is definitely one of those. Like we know, I think generally in the consensus of the fan base is that we know Evolution is one of those top historical factions, but it still doesn't like kind of get that same shine as the other ones I mentioned, because in reality, with the exception of the Randy Orton story, when they turned on Randy, and then eventually when Batista broke away, what did they really do with that faction? Like, I don't remember shit from the second run. I don't remember anything they did the second time around, bro. I don't remember nothing from that shit. Like, what happened?
Like, I don't know. Like when Batista came back.
Yeah.
Was
Well, he came back and then because by this time Triple H done cut his hair and all that, just had the shortcut.
Yeah, that's the Shield shit is the only thing they had going.
Yeah, it's
Shield.
like the Shield shit. Like, what are we doing? Like, that's it.
I will say them fighting the Shield is what put Evolution over.
Well, yeah,
that's what makes Evolution more of a theme, because it was the theme song in and of itself. It was the fact that they had the thing when they all had. That's the first. Well, I don't want to say that's the first faction, but I would say that's the first faction in a while in a dominant way to have all the gold the way that they did it. Yeah, and that was like crazy to see in that era of television. And they did it well. They all wore the gold into WrestleMania. Like, they all didn't leave with the gold at WrestleMania 20, but they all walked into Mania 20 as champions. So I say like that was definitely.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say the Shield too, because I'm total transparency. I was never a big Shield guy. Like, the Shield actually irritated the fuck out of my spirit during that era, because it was right around the time of their ascension when I like started checking out. I just started to just disengage with the product, because I was just not happy with the direction, generally speaking, of the product. Right. So it was literally right at the precipice of them niggas coming in and just demolishing shit, right? So with that being said, everything I went back and watched from the vault from all them years that I stopped watching, so I've seen so many of the pivotal Shield moments, even though I didn't see them live. Them niggas was a real brotherhood that was really riding for each other. Like that, them niggas was like that. I'll give them that. The Shield was like that. But you see, Seth turned on niggas and pulled the plug on that shit, because he like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Like, I'm trying to be the best in the world, and Roman is the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason why when they was given that piece of the story for their match that just happened at SummerSlam, that was the only reason why I was cool with it. To be totally fair, I mean, I'm never gonna complain about a Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns program either way, but it still ain't something that I would have craved for at this current time. But I understood what they were saying. I get it. Like, I get how Roman needed to get that win, because technically he hadn't got that win in a big match situation. Well, it's like, oh, well, Roman has beat Seth. Of course Roman has beat Seth. Roman has never beat Seth when a title was on the line. That's what they were trying to say. Like, he's beaten him in matches that didn't matter. So that's what Seth's whole argument was. And Seth was honest about his hatred. As much as he loved Roman, he hates this nigga, because he's like, nigga, I can't beat you, nigga. You didn't already. I'll never catch up to you for WrestleMania main events, nigga. I won't even be able to wrestle long enough to do that, and that's just facts. So he was laying on the table for him to still be one of the top niggas in the industry, one of the most over wrestlers in the business, and one of the best wrestlers and storytellers in the business. It's still one of those situations where Roman kind of trumps him in a lot of shit. So that's where the natural heat comes from, and that's the only reason why them bringing up the Shield shit made sense. But I also understood why people was like, man, fuck this shit. We've been talking about the Shield for 15 years. I feel you. Because guess what? Ain't going to be no Shield reunion, because Jon Moxley is never coming back to WWE. I don't think it's ever going to happen. That nigga is running wreck shop over there. That nigga does what he want at AEW. That nigga just jobbed out a nigga tonight, and I knew he was going to do it. And I said, this is bullshit. I actually watched tonight, y'all. I broke down, turned that shit on HBO Max.
I broke down and turned it on.
And I turned that shit on, bro. And as soon as I turned this shit on, and I started watching this shit, Jon Moxley job down Jay White, man. This nigga been injured, just came back, man, from a fucking 6-month injury. How the fuck you get job down national television, man, by Jon Moxley, man? Because that's what he doing over there. That's why he'll never come back to WWE, because he get paid millions of dollars to job niggas out. That's what he don't have to do nothing he don't want to do. So why would he come back over there? Just because Roman and Seth over there? Who cares? He probably kicking with them niggas every 2 weeks.
Exactly. And that's the thing that people fail to realize. Like, people probably, just because you in the other company, that don't mean you're not friends with each other. Like, Sasha, like when Sasha was doing her thing, Bailey and Naomi would go and sneak to the actual shows and be in the crowd watching.
Yeah.
Well, not in the crowd. They'll be like far away, but they'll be watching.
Shit, fucking what's the name got in trouble for that shit? Ricky, well, he Ricky Saints now, but Ricky Starks, that nigga got in trouble when he was still in AEW for going to see Cody win the Royal Rumble.
The Rumble, yeah.
Yeah, it was either the Rumble or Mania. It was either the Rumble, the second Rumble that Cody won when he pointed at Roman, or it was actually at Mania when he won the title in Philly from Roman. It was one of them two big shows that year that Ricky Starks was at. He was in the crowd to support Cody because they're obviously really friends in real life, and he knew this was
probably
like
Mania.
Cody. Yeah, I think it was Mania. It might have been Mania. I thought it was wrong, but it might have been Mania.
Him and Jade say like that's her best friend. So it's
Jade and Ricky are best friends, and they're both really good friends with Cody.
Yeah.
So that's why when they took that picture with Punk, when they all had the gold, that was the other thing about it. Like it wasn't
crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't just like a fuck you to Tony Khan. It was also like a dog. These niggas all friends. Like these four individuals fuck with each other for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's different. It just hit different. They wasn't just doing it for publicity. Like these niggas, they all cool for real. Like I'm pretty sure Jade is cool with Brandy, and Brandy is cool with Brandon, which is Jade's husband. Like I'm pretty sure they have that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I say my factions. At DX definitely for sure. Especially in like 2006, like when they reformed, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels got back.
Yeah, when Shawn Michaels came back from the original.
Yeah, that's when Vince was having them like every week. One of them was getting beat the fuck up by the Spirit Squad or Umaga or whoever the fuck. Like Vince had motherfucking hitters. He had fucking snipers on their ass for weeks, and then they came back. I actually have that DX DVD box set. The three different DVDs, I have that shit. But yeah, that I say DX definitely because of that. That shows the Shawn Michaels Triple H ride or die. And the crazy thing about DX is it extended further beyond just in the context of the ring, because they all have had in a point in the time jobs with the company in the writers' room, on the production team, in a managerial position. Like from I want to say X-Pac has done something too before. I'm not sure, but at least we know that Road Dogg has, Sean has. I'm sure Kevin Nash wasn't with DX, but just the click aspect of it all. Even Kevin Nash, I'm pretty sure they got some insights and stuff, and Razor Ramon as well. The fact that they had when they Triple H versus Sting, that was literally a fucking mini click reunion, honestly.
No, for sure.
Because you had Scott Hall and Kevin Nash on one side, and you had Triple H and Shawn Michaels on another side, and X-Pac is there too. You got Road Dogg, you got Billy.
Not to mention X-Pac was also a part of the NWO because he's a part of the Wolfpack when they
exactly
had
so like
excessive amounts of people in the NWO, which is basically what they doing with the fucking Don Callis family now in the Bloodline shit.
Yeah. And that's my other one. I'd say the Bloodline is my.
Well, yeah, I should have said them too. To be fair, I should have said the Bloodline because they actual family. They ride or die hard.
Like
it's just
real ride or die.
I think
but it's nuanced.
I think it's because it's more militant. Why I didn't say them though, because yes, they family. Yes, they a tribe. Yes, all of that. But it's like y'all really running that play because y'all got to. You know what I'm saying? More so than I'm just running out.
It the same though. Like definitely ride. They got to. They have to ride.
Well, yeah, they have to. Yeah, it is the same. It's just slightly.
It's a different level of intensity too.
Yeah,
and it's a different motivate. It's not like it's by choice, but it's also by design.
Because they influenced to do it. Like I was saying, we influenced by certain things. They are influenced by the culture that they grew up in, and in that culture, it's like, yo, nigga, somebody fuck with the fam. We gotta get on these niggas' ass. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So based off that, you are correct.
Yeah.
So I should have said Bloodline. I should have said Bloodline.
But I really only got those two, honestly, because I feel like there hadn't been many factions that you want to see them get back together, and they do it, and it's a story that like
Yeah.
the closest thing we had was the Shield, but that got fucked up because Roman got sick, so Kurt Angle had to step in for him.
Yeah, and you
But
know what's
we
crazy?
never
I forgot
fully
about
got that.
that. Bro, I totally forgot that even happened until this is how you know I was just checked the fuck out. Because I did know about that. Even when I wasn't watching, I knew about that. And it was like, I completely checked out on the fact that one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, Kurt Angle, was in the Shield because
Yeah,
of Roman getting sick. Because I remember when he came back and said he was in remission, that was like the whole thing. But it's like,
yeah.
I tuned that whole thing out because that was like, if I'm not mistaken, right before Roman ass came back again, and that's when he was healed with Paul Heyman in the pandemic era and shit, right? Wasn't that like right before that?
No.
No, because that was the second coming of the Shield, and then he didn't turn heel till later after that.
Yeah, that was Roman had been back. Yeah, so I want to say that happened like 2017, the Kurt Angle thing, and then Roman came back like about a year or so later. I'm in remission, y'all. And then Roman ended up he was on the path like for the title and stuff. And then he got the title and he was supposed to face Goldberg at WrestleMania, and then COVID happened. And then Roman's like, I'm not doing it. Because
Right, he like,
Goldberg
I'm
was the
not,
champion.
because it's healthy, like, I'm not doing it,
Yeah. He not doing it because he didn't want to risk his family. Like he went on social media saying it, like I'm not gonna risk my family health. Like it's stuff that's more important than the wrestling aspect.
But then when he
Really
came
wanted to
back,
see
he
it.
was like,
And
yeah,
then he
I got
came
to do
back,
it
and
my
that's when he was
way.
healed.
As a
Yeah,
heel,
that's what
yeah.
the Paul Heyman thing happened. Yeah.
Well,
That
what
tripped
I'm
me the
saying,
fuck out because people was mad. I was one of the people that was mad that he came back and then got the title right away. Because like, bitch, you left us.
No, for sure. And that's kind of like what Seth Point was too. Like that's what he does. Like he leaves. That's like a lot of shit. When you think about it, a lot of that shit that Seth has said over the years was true. Like, but look, my point was I forgot about the Kurt Angle being in the Shield thing because it's like everything that happened after the second coming of the Shield that I went back and watched, even after knowing about the Kurt Angle thing, it's like it just got deleted from my brain, even though I watched that shit in the vault because as soon as you get to the point in the timeline where Roman comes back as heel in the Thunderdome, it's like nothing else that happened between that ever happened.
Oh. Hey, so look, we got this in the comments. Hold on. Let me throw that up.
You say I've been paused this whole episode? No, the fuck. I only said pause like 3 times. You supposed to be asleep,
It's
Mr.
been more
Woody.
than 3. It's been more than 3.
It definitely wasn't. It wasn't more than 4. It wasn't more than 4.
You gonna watch this back. It's gonna be like pause.
Look, go ahead. When you clip it, find out the pauses. It wasn't that many pauses.
Hey, you know how they did the Finn Balor edit with JD in his head against the thing with different songs.
Yeah.
Like that. That's how we gonna do what you saying. Pause.
No, man. It's a New
But,
Day
he
in
said-
DX. Okay.
Yeah, New Day and DX. Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
New Day. That'd probably be my third is New Day actually.
Let me ask you this. Are you excited to see the New Day team with Swerve Strickland and All In Wembley Stadium, bro, and win the trio championships from Brodito and Adam and Hangman Adam Page? Because it's coming.
First of all, I'm not even gonna fucking see it because I don't watch that bullshit. Second of all, hell no. I'd rather.
So you're not even gonna watch the New Day? You're not gonna watch them make their grand return after they put out that video of them escaping WWE circus, man, and breaking off the unicorn horn, and you ain't gonna support them when they go over to AEW, bro?
I didn't even see the video. I started it and then I fucking scrolled. No.
I actually went back to it because look, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even give a fuck. I'm not a New Day fan. I respect the fuck out of Kofi and Austin Creed. I respect them niggas. I don't give a fuck about the New Day. Like I really don't. But at the same time, I even went back and rewatched that video, so I'm ashamed of you. You should be ashamed because you actually a fan of them niggas, and I thought that would have been your thing.
I'm not a fan. I like the New Day. I'm not a fan though. I'm only a fan of a handful. A fan is a big thing for me. I'm only a fan of a few. I'm a fan of DX because of Shawn Michaels, obviously. I'm a fan of CM Punk.
You a fan of Roman Reigns, aren't you? Aren't you a fan of Roman Reigns?
I want to say I'm a fan of Roman. I don't know because it's still times where think about it like this: I will never turn on Shawn Michaels. I will never turn on CM Punk. I'm a fan.
For
Roman,
sure.
nah,
I
I
feel
can't
you.
say I'm a fan of Roman. You know,
Well, I'll tell you this
Roman
much.
is up there. If I had to pick anybody that I'm close to, like, have becoming a fan of, like, Roman is like right there.
I'm not gonna lie,
But
bro. I wasn't a
we'll
fan of
see.
Roman Reigns until he came back as a heel. The tribal chief
Yeah,
is what made me a
yeah,
believer. I didn't have
yeah.
no love for the big dog. I didn't have no love for none of that shit that he did in the Shield. I didn't care. I just did. I knew he was impressive. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga gonna like just he was a physical specimen. I was like, oh yeah, this nigga's gonna be something. And this is
Go
before
your
he.
ass to bed, Mr. Witty. Fuck.
I do recognize the tribal chief.
But no, that's what it is, though. That's what it is.
Yeah, the tribal chief is what made me a believer. Like that's what got me on board with Roman was that. Like I didn't hate Roman or get him off my TV. It was just I didn't care. I was apathetic
Oh yeah,
to that
no,
nigga. I don't
yeah,
care.
no, not
I
at
don't
all.
care.
Not
You know
at
what I'm saying? So
all. I say this. I say I'm not. It don't matter if I'm a fan of Roman or not. You want to know why? Because I acknowledge.
yeah, we
For
acknowledge the
Roman, that's
tribal chief.
more important. It's more important for him to be acknowledged than for him to have fans. So I acknowledge.
Well, but look, this is all I'm gonna say. The New Day will be making the debut in AEW. It's a foregone conclusion. I don't really care about that either, but it's good for them. It's great for them, and it's great for pro wrestling because there's a lot of dream matches people will get. That's what AEW is for these days, dream matches. So they'll not only wrestle Edge and Christian, like you said, or Cope and Christian over there, but they'll get to wrestle the Young Bucks, which is a match they've wanted to have for many years, back from whenever they saw them at some Comic-Con or something and teased it. There's plenty. The Motor City Machine Guns are over there now since they got released from WWE. Yes, they premiered over there a few weeks ago, so they're there. They are absolutely in AEW. So they'll get to wrestle them over there since they didn't get to wrestle them in WWE for whatever reason. So, yeah, bro, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen next Sunday. Next Sunday,
I would rather them go to TNA. That way, they could have did this thing of TNA with WWE. But
I mean, I would have been okay with them being in TNA as well. But I know that they wanted to go get the dream matches. And on top of that, TNA can't afford them. Not what they worth. Like AEW, Tony Khan's gonna pay them niggas whatever they want. If they ask the nigga for $10 million a year, they're gonna get it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They're gonna get it.
I mean, for their families, for their livelihood, for what they want to do, because it is like I understood when Edge wanted to go over to AEW, because I mean Edge been doing this shit for decades. So I got it. He wanted to at least close his career out with his friends. And
yeah, but see, Edge, well, yeah, Mr. Witty's right. AEW is becoming a new WCW at this time with all this stuff. That's what Tony wants it to be. Tony wants it to be greater than WCW. Like to this day, he says that he has surpassed Ted Turner, which is not 100% true, but I get why he feels that way. But yeah, you are 100% right. What I was going to say though was like, the thing is though, bro, like it's weird because AEW presents these financial opportunities for people, and that's great. It's great to see them be able to get those big deals that they may have had to take a pay cut at WWE. The issue is when Edge went over there, he didn't really make a difference. Like it's dope seeing him and Christian be the champs right now together. The storyline and even how they got there was pretty decent as well. But the issue is like Edge injured himself probably within the first year of him being at AEW. Because he did some dumb shit that he could have got away with doing 30, 20 years ago, but he was too old to be doing that shit now. And he even went on the internet and said this shit, like, yeah, I wasn't thinking, like, yeah, nigga, you dumb. Like, why the fuck would you jump off the top of that cage and you like 50 years old? What are you talking about? like, what are we doing here? So, like, they would have never, WWE would have never even let him think about doing that spot. But AEW, Tony Khan, gonna let them do whatever they want to do over there. So
Like,
just saying.
what Jungle Boy say? Whatever, real glass, because
Real
Punk was like
glass, nigga.
stupid
Cry me a
for
river.
doing that shit, and he like real glass. Yeah, I real glass go be a real pain in your ass.
But that was the shit that made Punk choke the shit out of him because he used real glass, and Punk told him not to do that. That was what that whole shit was about. That's literally what it was about. Tony okayed the shit when Punk was like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm locker room leader, and I'm telling your stupid ass, don't you use no fucking real glass." And that nigga went on national syndicated pay-per-view. It was like, real glass, cry me a river. Punk wait till he got some backstage, choke the shit out.
Yeah, because he disrespected his ass. That's disrespectful.
Yeah. So
he motherfucking Bart Simpson his ass.
Yeah, that's what it was about. That's literally what happened. Is like because that nigga Jungle Boy Jack Perry went on that because I was watching that show. I saw it live when he said that shit. That nigga went right in the camera in the hard cam and said, "Real glass, grab me a river." And we like, damn, what the fuck was that about? And we found out moments later
what it was about. Stupid.
Oh, man.
And that clip was crazy. And that clip happened right before the Samoa Joe Punk match.
That was right before the main event.
A great match. I seen
great
that
match.
That was a great match. I ain't see it live because I ain't giving no ratings.
But listen, this was crazy. You could, when you go back and rewatch Punk's entrance to that match, you could kind of tell that nigga was pissed off. We thinking he just a character, like you could see it in his face that he just had a confrontation and we just didn't have context. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he came out a little hot.
That's what I'm saying. Because he was pissed off in real life.
Yeah.
Go back and rewatch that shit. You will see what I'm saying. Like you can see it in his face.
I see it. Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Yeah, that nigga was mad as hell.
Personality.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what happened, Mr. Williams. I never forgot that because that's the only reason I even know who Jungle Boy Jack Perry is. Granted, I knew
that's the only reason.
Now, granted, I kind of knew who he was before that, but that's what put him on my radar was him disrespecting CM Punk like that. That's what made me remember this nigga. Like, oh, that's that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but
he like a LTE version of what's his name in NXT? Oh fuck, what's the dude named Brian Pillman's son?
Yeah, Brian Pillman's. That's who I was thinking of too. I can't. What do he call himself? Damn, I know that boy name.
Lexus King.
Yeah, because he's the head of the what's their faction? It's a faction down there he got. What's it called?
Faction, yeah. I don't know.
They like pretentious ass heels. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But they pretentious as fuck.
Yeah. I know what it is. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
They not doing too much with them right now. They just like cutscene shit.
I mean, to be fair, who they gonna feud their ass with?
True. They couldn't feud their ass against motherfucking
because you need a big babyface faction for a big heel faction.
What was that faction that was going around beating people up? Like the Shield, the 4 dudes or whatever.
Oh, Dark State?
Yeah, Dark State. They could have feuded them with Dark State, but they split up Dark State on some dumb shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nepo Bay's right, because all of the people in that faction all are second or third generation superstars.
Yeah.
They all
the
come
new legacy.
Yeah, they the new legacy, right? They the bootleg legacy.
Yeah.
Because Legacy was just lit. Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase. Right? Man, I wish Ted had
concept had never been done. So
if Ted could have stayed with it and hadn't stayed with it and hadn't got lost in that other shit, I'm glad that he, a free man, he beat his charges and all that, but he got to at least come to, because he beat those charges, he got to be at Mania for Cody and Red, even though that shit was a mess. It would have been even greater if he was still an active wrestler and they had injected him in the story. If they had been him instead of Pat McAfee, oh, that shit would have been gold. That shit would have been gold. Gold. But I know why WWE didn't do that, because even with him not being a wrestler, they couldn't use him because of the pending case. So I get it. Yeah. I get why it didn't happen. I just wish the case had been resolved sooner. He could have been working to them plan, because he was there. He was literally sitting in the audience. So that would have been perfect for him to be involved in the match. That would have been dope.
Maybe they'll save it for like whatever the fuck we got coming up, like Survivor Series or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, they still running the story now. They picking up the next leg of it, so maybe they can use him now, because he's in the clear now. So maybe he can just, because I don't want him to take no bumps and no shit like that, but just have him in the story. Like, I mean, maybe he could take an RKO or something like a light bulb, but I ain't asking him to get back in the ring because who knows if he'd been, conditioning for that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we'll see. We'll see what's what. Yeah, I think that's I think that's it for like ride or die type shit. Um, I mentioned this to Witty earlier? I had seen before we had got on here that they're saying that Roman is officially listed as a heel right now.
Yeah, I had sent that to the group chat.
You did?
I was
Okay,
gonna say
yeah.
Yeah.
So him being listed as a heel and talking about they still have it set for Roman versus Rock for 43. And that motherfucking Roman wants to be a heel. He wants to be the heel going against the Rock. Well, what are your thoughts on those things?
Well, my thing is, as I've said on earlier episodes a few weeks ago, the entire bloodline has been a babyface faction operating as a heel faction for weeks, for months. Like I've been told y'all this. So now all they're doing, instead of them playing the same role that Moxley and them as the Death Riders are playing on AEW, where they in-betweeners, like where they're clearly heels, but for some reason he getting babyface reactions and all this other weird shit is going on. Like WWE is finally putting a nail in the coffin. Like, nah, fuck that. We not gonna do the in-betweener thing with Roman. We know he gonna still get cheered, but he was getting cheered as a heel before, so whatever. We gonna just leave that where it is, and we gonna make him a heel because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for Roman to be doing what he has been doing for the last few weeks, the last few PLEs, like his current story since winning the belt from Punk. It doesn't make sense to assume that he's a babyface. Like, why are we doing that? So he should be a heel. I was very happy when I saw that because it makes sense. And you know me, I love when they do shit that makes sense. Like, it doesn't, like, you cannot say that Roman, Jimmy, and Jay are fucking baby faces. We can't even run the plays that we running and pretend like that's a thing. I don't give a fuck how over they is. Nigga, they was over his heels before. So we not even going to play that game. Before Jay ever had the heat shit, he was still over. He was still main event Jay Uso. That just gave him an extra layer when he did that. But, bro, them niggas was already over. They was the fucking champions for thousands of days.
Literally, no exaggeration. Look, I'm going to add this, though. Like, when that segment on Raw happened, I think the thing that's gonna that helped drive it home for them being the heels is the Solo situation.
Yes, because he's a big baby face now.
Do it. That's exactly what's gonna do it. Them going after Solo because
Roman got booed for that shit.
Roman told his ass, he was like, "You are meant to serve me." But look, rewind. What did he say to the Usos? And
don't serve me, stand with me.
Exactly. And then he flipped that bitch on Solo and said, "You serve me," just like that. And I was like, "What? What are you saying?" And then when Solo was saying, "I'm sorry," when he was on LA Night, he was like, "I'm sorry." Roman was like, "Sorry? What do you mean you sorry?" Well, like, that was the same energy. That's that tribal chief. That's OG tribal chief. Yeah. OTC.
And that's what I'm saying. They was doing that because it just makes sense. Like, at the end of the day, if we going to do the feud with LA Knight round 2, if Solo had been broke away from the bloodline. So I get it. Now, what I would have preferred to see with that segment, it was fine. Totally fine. Not a bad segment at all. But what would have been a better segment for me is if the theories that people have been saying online that Solo was going to fall in line but be a sleeper agent, going to try to destroy the bloodline from within, I would have been cool with that. That would have added another layer because it's like, all right, I'm going to chill. I'm going to be cool. But when Roman leave, I'm going to definitely be plotting on this ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been cool with that. That just would have it would have aligned with Solo's character. But because he's such a big baby face, they didn't want to suppress him at all. And I get that. I'm happy for him. Do your thing, bro. Like, shine, nigga, because Solo's great. I've generally liked Solo since he's been here. It just they wasn't doing nothing interesting with him. That's all. But I never had an issue with Solo. This was one doing nothing interesting with him. So do your thing. But I feel like because he's this big baby face now, they are using heel Roman to get him further. Because Roman doesn't need it. Roman don't need the rub.
Yeah.
So Roman being babyface or heel, he's gonna be Roman regardless. So this whole part of the program is for enhancing Solo. Now, if they're gonna turn Jacob again, I get it. That's probably what we going. What I thought Solo was gonna be is probably what they finna do with Jacob. But it's like, for me personally, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, but it's still weird because it's like, what was the point in doing the whole subjugation of Jacob if he just gonna break free because he saw Solo did that? You know, it took Solo years to do that. Years. So now we just for the fast track Jacob to doing it. Like, it's like, I will accept it if Zilla get called up to replace Jacob. That's what'll make me accept it. So if I can get Zilla to have a short NXT run, or like what you said, I love the story you painted. This, I will give you chef kiss for that. If Zilla wins the title in this Fatal 4-Way at Heat Wave, which I'm pretty sure he is, I'm pretty sure he's about to win that title in that match they just made last night. So I'm actually gonna watch Heat Wave, y'all. I'm actually gonna watch that pay-per-view. I gotta see this. I'm actually gonna watch.
When is Heat Wave? Next Tuesday?
Hold on. Don't give me the line. Let me make sure. Let me confirm when that is. Hold on.
That's that old school saying. Don't give me the line.
Yeah, NXT Heat Wave will be Heat Wave 2026 this Sunday, August 30th. So next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
Okay.
So I will be watching Heat Wave because I want to see that main event. But if Moti's prediction, if the way Moti booked this, y'all, was correct,
Bruh.
I will be fine with everything. Because I'm not saying I'm angry where we at with the Bloodline story. I'm just saying that I want another layer. I feel like we just running the relay, and I need layers. That's what was dope about the story. All those years they kept adding a new layer. That's when Paul Heyman was like, "Oh, we're not even in the 7th inning," or whatever he said. That's because they kept adding layers, and we're not getting no more layers. So I need a layer. So the only thing that could make up for Solo not doing what I thought he was going to do, and Jacob looking seemingly about to break away from Roman as well, I need Zilla to be replaced because the ranks of Roman's heel bloodline faction have to be restocked. We know Solo, no Jacob. He can't just have Jimmy and Jay. He can't just have the twins. There has to be more foot soldiers for the tribal chief. So he got to call up Zilla. And if Zilla come up and say, "Hey, Oos, I brought gold to the family," like what Moti said, that'll be a pop from me. I'll pop for that.
Yeah, because that's exactly what needs to happen. Like, because that's gonna be big. Because what if Roman go on this tear of what have you done for me lately? What if he goes on that tear?
Because they ain't even when they got the titles.
And he calls it out for like the whole family, everybody, the entire bloodline. What have you? Because technically the MFTs, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're still like. Are they? They are, because Haku is on their family tree, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
right?
they are still part of the
So
they just over there doing what they doing.
Yeah, they doing their own thing. But I need Roman to like literally be like, "Yo, Haku, you answer to me, and then they answer to you." Like levels to this shit. Like I need Roman and Haku not in a ring. Put them in a room together. Give us a scene of just Haku leaving Roman's locker room.
Yeah.
Just give us that to add to that domination of the brands thing that we mentioned last week. That adds to that level. I think I don't know if we mentioned the MFTs with that too or not, but add them in there as well. Because
he said that at first. At first, he said, "I got a trick for their ass." Remember that when he said that when he beat Jacob? He's like, "I got a trick for." He wasn't just talking about Solo. He was talking about all of them. He's like, "I got a trick for their ass too."
Yeah, he the thing was the elders. I think Tamatonga said it. He was like, the elders had said for them to fucking leave Solo, and they left Solo, but they still in WWE. Thank God they didn't get fired, but. They doing their thing.
Yeah, because the other two got fired. JC Mateo is back in New Japan, and
the injury prone one.
Yeah, Tamatonga's partner, he's
Tonga
wherever
Loa.
the fuck he at.
Yeah, so like it is what it is. But the MFTs is tag team champions now.
And now the Usos need to get tag team gold.
Yeah, and just
look, this is what I meant to tell you too.
they make that run where all of them just bring the titles. Like I could see like this. What have you done? What has this family done for me lately? And they do a segment on Raw where like they gotta come and they gotta plead their case to the tribal chief type shit. Like we don't know who all will be a part of it. It's just we just know it's the bloodline. And then you got them as the tag team champions. They come through and they say Roman, we are the tag team champions WWE. And then you got fucking then that's when you get Zilla come through and like I'm the NXT champion. And then if they send their ass out to them brands, bro, oh my god.
I just want to see Zilla give Jacob and Solo a Super Samoan spike. I just want to see that nigga fly through the air and get it, because bro, they gonna sell the fuck out that shit, fam, bro. That nigga gonna look like they fucking. That's gonna be the one move that Jacob go down with one hit and don't pop back up. I guarantee that ain't gonna be sitting up. That's gonna be the best selling you seen Jacob Fatu do since he been in WWE. I guarantee it, bro. He gonna put that nigga over. He gonna put his brother.
What do you think they doing with War Games? I know we've talked about it, but like, do you feel like it's gonna be like bloodline shit with War Games because it's so many of their ass now?
I think it's not gonna be all bloodline. I think that's gonna be the core of it, but I think they're gonna still work in a few outliers like LA Knight, who's been feuding. I think it's gonna probably be the core bloodline members, Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and Zilla if Jacob defects before the end, because I don't know how long they want to play that story out. But if Jacob don't defect, I'll say Jacob and then Zilla. But we'll see. But I also think on the opposite side is going to be either way, regardless, it's going to be either LA Knight, Jacob, Solo, and then Royce Keys going to come back and they're going to get one more motherfucker, or it's going to be like Solo, LA Knight, Royce Keys, and they're going to still have to find two more people. Like, it's going to be some iteration of those people who we've seen interacting in this bloodline vortex as of lately. And they're going to probably have like one special person, or how they didn't know if Randy was going to show up that one year and he showed. It's going to be something like that. I don't know who that mystery person will be this time, since it's not Randy, but it's going to be something like that, I think, for Houston, because I just can't see them doing bloodline versus bloodline, because right now, since two of the niggas got fired, they don't even have enough people to do a 5-on-5. It's not 10 of them active. They have more people they could call up, but there's not 10 of them actively on the roster at one time right now for them to do that. So,
right.
And it's not enough time to build a story around it. So they got to use what they've already been building damn near. At least that's what I think.
Yeah. I feel like if it ain't gonna be that good, because then what we get Roman versus LA Knight at the Rumble.
I think,
because I don't think they go face each other at Money. You think, or unless they do it at Money in the Bank, it's either gonna be Money in the Bank or the Rumble.
But this is the thing, right? So this was another theory people had, and I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I know another theory was like, okay, LA Knight faces Roman, he gets cheated again, because now Roman being healed, the cheating shit will probably start again. But ultimately, I don't really want it to unless it's necessary, because he's already been beating everybody fair and square. Everybody who said he couldn't do it, he's been beating all these niggas, Punk, Seth, Jacob, fair and square. So I don't want him to start cheating just because he's a heel, because he was already smashing these niggas.
LA Knight's biggest fucking argument is that
but that's why I say if he does get screwed somehow, whatever way it is, even if Roman didn't intentionally cheat, maybe the bloodline just interfered just because, like, he didn't call the play, but they just did it, whatever. If LA Knight gets screwed again, the theory is that he then enters the Money in the Bank ladder match and wins that and cashes in, the next week or whenever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's going to happen, because I feel like if he's going to win Money in the Bank, then that means he's not facing Roman for the title that night. I don't think it's going to be both. Unless Roman has another opponent, whoever the fuck that is, Roman beats them, and then he cashes in the same night like Liv did on Ronda Rousey. That's like the only other thing I could see was like Roman facing whoever the fuck, and then LA Knight, he did win. He not even finna wait. He finna cash in right now, get his title right now. Fuck this nigga. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, bro. I will say I'm at least intrigued. The last few weeks of Raw have been actually watchable and mostly enjoyable. So kudos to y'all for that. Even SmackDown on the highlight side, from what I've seen, has gotten better slowly but surely, is improving the last few weeks. So maybe we're hitting a turning point, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we're hitting a
The
turning point.
match Sol Ruka had was actually pretty good. Sol Ruka versus Lyra Valkyria. Like
Yeah.
that was decent. It felt. I mean, the crowd. I feel like the crowd didn't like react ooh or ah because that was a technical match. I feel.
Yeah,
And they did their thing.
that's because Buffalo isn't as
Kind of
sold on
wrestling thing.
Lyra. And but even when Lyra came out, you could still hear some people in the crowd in the background going, woo, woo, doing her little bird call thing. But it wasn't enough to matter. And it's mainly because she's not a babyface. Like, I don't understand what the point of turning Lyra heel was. Like, I get it because the thing they was doing with Bailey, but it would have made more sense for Bailey to turn heel. Bailey is great as a heel, so it would have made more sense for her to turn on her, and that would have made Lyra get bigger. Whereas I think Lyra being a heel is not going to get her more over. And good matches, she always has good matches, but it's just not going to matter. The crowd isn't going to care. We'll like it.
I never cared for the pigeon lady at all.
I mean, I get what they was trying to do because of the Irish goddess that she's portraying. So I understand what they're doing because I'm a big lore mythology nerd, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, unless we in Ireland, bro, nobody's gonna fucking really care, bro. This ain't like Egypt or Greek mythology where it's like popularly embedded in popular culture because it's been fed to us through so many mediums. You know what I'm saying? Even Chinese and Japanese lore would have a better chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, they have to, when you have that type of character, you have to account for shit like that. Like, I'm not saying we can't do this character, but you have to really like find a way to layer that in a way where people are going to receive it and it'll get over. So Lyra's great. I like Lyra Valkyria. I just don't think that they know what they're doing with her right now.
All right, so two more things I want to bring up. When on SmackDown, when like the car pulled up and it was Roman, like the crowd was chanting for CM Punk. Did you peep that?
Yeah, but I kind of tuned it out because I was like, well, he's not coming. So what the fuck y'all chanting for him?
So I'm saying that to kind of lead into what we've been saying, like what we prefer for war games. Like I want them, because I don't think war games is appealing unless you do brand versus brand. This year specifically, it's not appealing unless you definitely do brand versus brand.
Yeah, I can see that.
Have Roman and Punk at the catalyst of that. Give them Roman versus Punk. You either do this. You either do Roman versus Punk one more time, 1-on-1, as like the main event of that situation at Survivor Series, or you have
they're gonna say that for Crown
Jewel games, or you have them in. Oh God. I don't. You know what? I don't think neither Punk nor Roman give a fuck about that Crown Jewel Championship. To be honest,
they gonna have to go do it though because they the champions. they gonna have to give a fuck. Saudi Arabia needs this dude, bro.
September. That'd be what, September? I think, right? September.
Well, WrestlePalooza was supposed to be September, but a correction to what I said in the previous episode, we won't be having WrestlePalooza this year for whatever reason. ESPN did not, TKO did not book WrestlePalooza for this year. Maybe because they got a C on his first year. I don't know, but
thank God.
So there will be no WrestlePalooza, but no, I don't think Night of Champions is
Crown Jewel.
Let me check. Yeah, Crown Jewel. Let me just check. Let's see what Google says. Hold on, give me the line. Hold on. Crown Jewel. When is that? Crown Jewel 2026 is in October. It's either late October, so it's like the end of October, beginning of November, somewhere up in there.
Okay.
So they haven't locked in the full announced date yet, but it's definitely but it's basically in fourth quarter. It's in that fourth quarter. So
because Money in the Bank is going to be it's October 10th, I think.
Yep. So if Money in the Bank is October 10th, then Crown Jewel is probably like the first week of November.
Weekend. Or either that or early November. Okay, I guess we'll see. We'll see what they do. We'll see.
I just
Hopefully,
know
our
Punk.
champions are still our champions.
I just don't expect either one of the champions. Well, this is what I'll say. Is it possible for LA Knight to finally get his title run for Roman by beating Roman? Yeah, it's possible. It's highly unlikely because that nigga is basically a jobber to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't give a fuck. LA Knight been just as over for the last 4 years. Like, he's like, they don't care. So
I think he'll cash in on Punk if he get Money in the Bank.
yeah, probably so. I mean, that's the bigger title anyway that Punk has. Like, he has the bigger title.
And I feel like Punk and LA Knight is a better story.
Yeah, that would be some crazy promos. They would have some crazy promos.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro. But I think because KO might beat Punk. He might. If anybody gonna beat Punk, it might be KO. And they might only do it just for the sake of, like I said, running the whole thing with Randy and KO still hate each other. Even though Randy turned heel and he was a face at that time, bro, KO tried to end his career. He ain't finna let that shit go. And then KO like, nigga, you betrayed me, nigga. I ain't finna let that shit go. And then Cody hate both of these niggas. So it's like, there's the spectrum still of top tier talent right there. If Punk lose the title, and then Punk's still gonna be in the mix. It ain't like he gonna get kicked out the mix when he lose. So he's still in the mix. Sammy's still in the mix. Gunther's
That's
still
what
in
I
the
was
mix.
gonna say. Did you throw Sammy in that bitch? Oh shit! You know what they need to bring back? I like this match personally. Is the championship scramble.
Yeah.
I love that shit. What they got, like 30 minutes, 25 minutes, and as the clock goes, like, you pin this person, you the champion. It's whoever gets that last pinfall by the time the clock runs out.
Yeah.
Like,
that's who the actual
Punk
champion
was cheated out of being in that match at that, because that was what 2000. That was 2009. That was 09 Orton when he's kicking people in the head. Orton kicked Punk in the head. That story right there. That story. That story. You put Punk. Yeah, Punk, Sammy, KO, Cody, and Randy Orton in the championship scramble match.
That's gonna be crazy.
And that story that goes back to 09. You get all of them on the mic doing promos. You got Punk mad because Orton interfered in his match and RKO Cody. Cody want his title back. Cody pissed at Orton. Kevin pissed at Orton. Sammy pissed at Kevin and Cody and Punk. Like, Randy pissed at everybody because he want number 15. Like, bruh, it works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bring back the championship scramble.
That would be a forgotten concept that fits the scenario. So I agree with you. I think bringing back that match for this would be dope. I'm here for it. I'd love to see it. Yeah. What was the last thing you wanted to ask? No, there was one other thing you wanted to ask.
Chelsea Green and Gunther.
That shit was hilarious.
It's rare that we see a female superstar interact with a male superstar.
Yeah.
But the level at which they did it, I would put it in the same book as like Becky and Punk.
Yeah.
Like those, like it was some intensity there. And we know that Chelsea has wrestled against male superstars, Penta. So it was like, when I saw it, I was like, where y'all going with this? I hope y'all ain't just doing it so Zach can be squashed. But like,
because they jobbed out with Cardona again. I'm like, bro, what we doing? So
he should have won, but yeah.
So this is my thing. The only reason he didn't win is because, to be fair, bro, Gunther is a jobber now too, bro. So they have completely annihilated Gunther's aura. So they try to take any moment that they can get to try to reestablish dominance with him because they have fucked him over royally. That nigga low-key, I'll be honest with y'all, he really been fucked ever since he lost the motherfucking world title to fucking to James. So he has never recovered from that shit, bro. He has never recovered from that for real. Like that, look, they gave him the John Cena thing, and they gave him the AJ Styles and the Goldberg, and granted that
career killer.
Right, they gave him the whole career killer thing just for him to get jobbed out still. So it's like you can't even. They really gave him that gimmick, and it was pointless because y'all could not keep it consistent. Because one, it ain't enough legends. Like what Cody said, Randy, you the last legend left. There's no legends to job out anymore. There are no more legends to job out, bro.
They all in AEW.
Right, they're all at AEW. Gunther would have to go over there and fucking job the niggas out over there. And Tony Khan would probably let him do it too. But it's just
or unless you send Gunther ass to AAA, because AAA got legends.
Yes. I would be Omos is down there. Fuck it. Why not? Send him to AAA. Let Undertaker make some great shit happen with him. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I think that's something to say that career killer thing. Because I just feel like it just he jobbed out at this point, bro. So that's the only reason Cardona. That's the only reason Matt Cardona got jobbed out, because they didn't want to job out Gunther this time. But as far as to your question, the Chelsea Green thing, I like Chelsea Green. I just feel like the Chelsea Green that those of us know about who did wrestle Penta and Lucha Underground, has done all these crazy death matches. She basically a death match queen with her husband on the indies. I just feel like we need more of that. Not saying we need to see her do death matches or see her wrestle Penta, but just the actual character of who she was on those promotions doing those things. We need more of that. Like, she too much of a comedy act, bro. It's just too much. Like I said, like sometimes the comedy just be too much. It's just too much. Like, we need seriousness. This needs to be serious. Bitch, you in a division with a motherfucker that look like Jade Cargill that has jobbed you out and split you in half multiple times. Like, you up against Charlotte Flair, the motherfucking 14-time women's world champion. Like Alexa Bliss is a little psychopath who can break her own arms and put them back in place. Like, it's a lot of serious people. These are serious people that you up against. Like, we can't be joking and playing and shit all the time, bro. So that's my only thing with Chelsea. I thought that exchange with her and Gunther was great. I just want more energy like that. And on top of that, the only last thing I'll say about it is she needs a good story, bro. Like, bottom line, like, regardless of how great Chelsea Green is, she takes what y'all give her. She works with it. She needs a solid story, bro. She's a solid opponent that she can create magic with and go from there, bro. And let's see what y'all gonna do with the title. Other than that, I'ma still feel like, even though technically she's not interim anymore, she is technically the permanent champion. Technically, I'ma still feel like she's an interim champion, because we all know when Rhea Ripley come back, we know what's gonna happen. Or they're like, don't put the title right back on Rhea. Bro, guess what? That's what they're going to do. And last time I cared, I don't even give a fuck if Rhea ever had a title again, because I love Rhea Ripley. Like, I'm a huge Rhea Ripley mark. Bro, she too injury prone. Like, it's so much great shit that she be a part of that it just don't matter because she get injured so much. I'm over it, bro. I'm fucking over it. Yeah. I think and I hope that either because the drought in the women's division is because they don't have Naomi and Bianca.
Those are two very big missing pieces. Absolutely.
Like, it's like,
and that Rhea keep fucking getting injured.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what to do, and there are women in NXT that are not ready to be called up per se. But then you also missing out. They could have had Jordan Grace as.
That's what I was finna say, bro. Where the fuck is Jordan Grace? Where is Blake Monroe? Blake Monroe got called into the main roster. Ain't did shit since she attacked Julia. She ain't had one match.
Yeah.
They both posted pictures of themselves looking sexy on the internet. Where is the wrestling?
Where's the wrestling?
Like, y'all look good as fuck. Look good in the ring. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
They have a huge women's roster they just not using. None of them are Bianca. Blake Monroe and Jordan are not Bianca and Naomi, but they're still amazing fucking talents who have resumes, who have backgrounds, who have a certain look to them that separates them from everybody else on the roster. Like, they have a certain style that they work. They have a certain characteristic that they excel in their character. Like, let them cook. I liked when Jordan was going back and forth with Jade. I was enjoying that shit. It just so happened that once she got done getting jobbed out by Jade, she disappeared from television.
That was it. Yeah. Whoever is making those decisions needs to realize that the storytelling isn't always about being on the mic. It's also storytelling in the ring. And if you let these people in the ring, you'll be able to have that hype that you so desire and that you want. The same thing with Sammy mic skills. But Sammy's mic skills is what got him to be able to get in the ring
and show off what he could do in the ring.
Exactly, and then that led to, because he wasn't able to wrestle I think, and that's why he was doing those backstage segments with the bloodline and stuff. And that was just as a little joke. Like that wasn't supposed to become a thing until
Yeah, it
it's
was
like,
supposed to
oh,
blow
it
up.
fucking works.
Bro, that
And
was
it's
like the
real
last
history there.
Bro, that was like the last ditch thing to save his career, because if you remember right before the storyline of Sammy infiltrating the bloodline to where he eventually became the honorary Uso, bro, Sammy had just lost at a Mania, I want to say it was, to the dude from Jackass. What the fuck is his name?
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Bro, the nigga got put on a giant mousetrap, bro. Got super jobbed. Like, I watched that match, bro. They jobbed, bro. I had zero respect for Sami Zayn after that.
Yeah.
I was annoyed that he was trying to find his way to. I wanted Roman Reigns to Superman punch this nigga and tell him never come back again. But that's not what happened. They end up turning it into this whole cinematic thing that I never saw coming. You know what I'm saying? That, bro, I really feel like that saved Sammy's WWE career. I honestly don't think Sammy would still be in WWE if that hadn't happened.
And I think that was Paul Heyman's doing too, because I remember back when they had Talking Smack, when like SmackDown used to go off the air, and it was times Kevin Owens would be on Talking Smack and Sami Zayn would be on Talking Smack as a guest. And no, it wasn't Talking Smack. It was Talking Smack. Paul Heyman did Talking Smack. He didn't do Raw Talk. Raw Talk was Kayla, and I think like R-Truth did it. Yeah. Paul Heyman was on Talking Smack.
Yeah.
So when that would happen, like, and Paul Heyman was on there as well, he stated on there like he likes Sami Zayn, and he stated on there that he liked Kevin Owens. He told he told that to them to their face, like, I like you. He shook their hands and all that shit, and it's like out of everyone who's come through on Talking Smack, like Paul Heyman's interaction with those two has always stood out to me. And then you look at the stories that they were in with the Bloodline and Roman, that was Paul Heyman's picking. Same thing with Obafemi and Braun Breaker. Now they're letting Paul Heyman do what he has not been able to do for decades. So we're going to see how it goes. And he's picking two people from scratch, basically, and Braun Breaker and Obafemi, and finna build them the fuck up under the Paul Heyman tutelage. Not necessarily on screen, but off camera, to be able to help them become the future of WWE. And I still think Bronson Reed is going to be in that mix as well. Maybe not in a match wise, but under the wise man's like.
Yeah, I think he's the Paul Heyman guy. I don't think even though they're alluding to that, I honestly don't think that Paul Heyman is going to become the advocate of Obafemi. He's just going to respect Obafemi.
Exactly.
If anything, Paul is going to be more motivated to help Braun Breaker surpass Obafemi. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes sense. It makes sense for him to be with like I'm sorry, like this nigga screams Paul Heyman guy. Like Braun Breaker, and I'm not even a huge Braun Breaker fan. I want to be, and I want to eventually get to that point with him. But I do agree that he has all of the aesthetics and attributes of a Paul Heyman guy. He does. And you've already done all of this groundwork to establish that he's going to be the next Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, but
like basically the last year.
They make him like a whiny little bitch, though. Because he like, Paul, do you think he's better than me?
Yeah,
Paul,
they do. They
Paul?
do make him a whiny bitch because he's like, I don't like it either. I agree with you. But I think what they're trying to do is like to show his naivete.
Yeah, I guess.
They're trying to show like, yeah, you this super powerful, super fast, super talented ass young nigga who come from you royal blood, you from a wrestling royalty family, even though you refuse to use their fucking name. Stupidest shit ever. But whatever. Like they're trying to show his naivete. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I get it. But yeah, don't be a whiny bitch. Like, we know you will fuck shit up. We know you will test some shit up. What I honestly want them to stop doing is the whole him doing that shit. Like, I'm like he trying to get water out of his ears and shit.
Though. He did it in a minute though.
Yeah, he gonna do it when he start fighting Oba.
He confused about the Oba situation. That's why he ain't doing it. Maybe if he shake his brain up, he'll be straight.
It's like nigga, like you
he
like
shake it in a while.
Like I don't. They gotta do something else, but like the motions that he be doing, that twitching shit. Like they gotta, if that's what he gonna do, they gotta give it some type of other element. I don't know. I feel like Jacob Fatu doing his little weird wiggly man shit is more.
Yeah, but we like that because we know that's homage to Boogeyman, so we don't like fucking trip about that too
Yeah,
much. Like we want it to happen. We
yeah,
just don't want Breaker to do his shit like that. Thinking about that shit making my head hurt. I ain't finna do that shit.
yeah.
But
So
like, but I'm gonna say this last thing. I think Braun Breaker is going to be not Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed is going to be the real Paul Heyman.
you see what he looked like now, bro.
Yeah.
You see the transformation because like he was already transformed. He's furthered the transformation. Like,
Yeah, because he's
bro,
had
the
the
nigga don't
time
even
to
look
do
like
it.
the same person, bro.
He don't. He
This
looks
is
like
like what?
you seen Dragon Ball Z, right? You seen Dragon Ball Super?
Yeah,
His ass is like Top when Top decided to like embrace the fucking Destroyer God shit.
bro. The
Like,
nigga look like how his transformation is surpassing what Gunther did when Gunther was
yeah,
Walter and was this big ass nigga, and now you see how he look now, like that because
yes,
Gunther got lean. Gunther's
he
just a
got
big guy.
lean,
This nigga turned.
got
This nigga is
muscle,
fucking muscle. This nigga look like a shorter version of Braun Strowman. Like what the fuck
bruh.
are you doing,
Yes,
bro? When he come back,
man,
bro, it's finna be
it's
bad, bro.
a wrap,
Like I honestly
bro.
think they should just like destroy Austin Theory, and he should be like, "Look, bro, we don't need them niggas, bro. Let's get up out of here, bro."
You
Because
know what they
Logan
should do?
Paul, the vision needs
You go ahead,
need to
go
die,
ahead.
bro. It's over, bro. It's over, bro.
And
They
he
aren't
needs to be the
over,
one
so
to
it's over.
destroy it. Honestly, he should be the one to destroy it, or him
Braun,
and
Braun
Gunther
and
destroy it.
Braun are the ones that should destroy it, bro. Because the only other way it makes sense is if Braun, because we already know Braun Breaker's gonna break away. The only other way, if they're not gonna destroy it that way, it makes sense to me, is if he breaks away because he's like, "Fuck you, niggas, I don't need y'all. I'm gonna go be a superstar like Oba and surpass Oba." And then Bronson come back and be like, "So that's how you feel? All right, bet. Technically, I'm swoller than you now, nigga. I'm finna put you on your shit." You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's the only other way I can see it making sense, bro, is if Braun, because nobody else in the division is even a challenge for Braun Breaker. It would have to be this new and improved version of Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Bronson Reed is, and I think Bronson Reed is more of a challenge for Obafemi than Braun Breaker.
Looking how he looks now, I totally agree with that.
Like,
Totally.
bruh. So we'll see, but I think in Money in the Bank, if they have like that surprise opponent, mystery opponent, I think it would be lovely if it is Bronson Reed, and if he win that fucking Money in the Bank, give him whatever fucking title he wants. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not going against Punk, but him cashing. I don't know if he wins or loses, but just give him the motherfucking briefcase, bro.
Yeah. I think if he get the briefcase, he wins. Whichever champ, I think he wins.
It don't even
He already has
matter.
wins over Roman, so him cashing in on Roman would make sense, especially as he's also Samoan.
Yeah.
So
he's the last person to pin Roman.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he took his
tribal
shoes.
thief, the tribal thief, and then he steals his title.
He took his shoes. Yeah. The tribal thief strikes again. Yeah, I'll be for it. I'll be cool with it. I'll be cool with it.
But all right, we'll wrap this up now. That was some lovely wrestling theory hunting we just did there. We'll see what goes on with West Wet, and I said that earlier, ladies and gentlemen, officially as of 11 a.m. yesterday, the judge has signed the papers, and I am fully blown divorced. So I will be doing a divorce party. I think September 20th. I'm doing a divorce party. I keep y'all up to date on that. But yeah, Cypher Sick. Tell the people where to follow you and what you got going on.
Y'all can follow me everywhere. CYP HERSICK. Do I have some shows coming? Well, actually, yeah. This isn't like we haven't fully finalized it, but it's basically finalized. I'll be performing live at the book club here in Chicago. I want to say this is September. Let me hold on. Let me make sure I ain't lying again. Let me go to my handy dandy Pokédex.
Notebook.
Yeah, let me go to my notebook, y'all. I'm sorry, because it just be so many days trying to keep up with all this shit, bro. Even with the calendar, sometimes it'd be hard. So yeah, September 10th, which is a Thursday. Thursday, September 10th, I will be performing live at Book Club, 2871 North Lincoln Avenue here in Chicago. I'll be opening up for the legendary group Onyx. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So salute to Two Official. Salute to salute to Onyx, man. Two Official got me this opportunity, man. So, anytime I get to rock out with real hip hop, I'm always with it. Book Club is a dope venue too that I actually was gonna book for one of our events, but we didn't end up going with that venue. So, but I was excited about it, so I'm excited to still bless the stage out there. So that'll be September 10th. And then outside of that, Shop Talk 7 this Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on my radio Chicago, Support the Radio Network. So y'all know, tap in and watch out for that on YouTube, Facebook, everything that we streaming on. And I'm trying to see if I got any other appearances. Not that I'm aware of, but you never know. You just never know where Sickle will pop up next. Stay in tune with me. Catch me here on Stop the Cap, man, Wednesday nights, man. Y'all know what time it is, man.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can follow Mr. Witty, and you can't follow him because you're weirdos, and he don't like weirdos following him.
Unless you Mr. M, you can follow him if you Mr. M. We
fuck with follow Mr. M at where can you follow Mr. M again, Cypher?
I don't remember.
It's yours. You say you follow it's yours.
All right, you're right. Duh, you can follow Mr. M by following me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure you get all his. I'm gonna get all the communication to him. I got you. Oh yeah, one more thing, Monty. Salute to my brother King Handsome, man. Put out his first comic book, man. Nice. Pull Up Music. This is a comic book that goes with the actual album. There's a project out called Pull Up Music. I am on this project. The song 28 Grams of Slavery. There's a chapter for it in this book, and it's also one of the records on there. I am in this book, man. So it's my first comic book, my first canon comic book appearance. So salute. This is his first published book, man. So salute to my brother from Rhode Island. Thank you for the opportunity. The book is only like $20 plus tax and shipping and stuff like that. So y'all can go to his page, and the link to where y'all can purchase the copy is there. So just wanted to shout that out real quick.
Yeah, definitely. Huge shout out to him because he be rocking with Stop the Cap like crazy. So yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, bro, gonna support. He gonna support everybody that I'm with, bro. That's how he coming here.
Yeah. You follow Shelly Mack at Shelly Swag on Instagram, and I think
my dog.
Snapchat as well. And her Twitter, she don't be on Twitter, but if you want to follow her,
what the hell with Shelly is on Twitter, I think.
Shelly, yeah. And then you can follow me at I_AM_MULTY on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. That's at your own risk. And you can follow the affiliation at AGCFERA for all events and happenings that is in the realm and world of the affiliation of a Great Chicago Fire Events Rails Affiliation, which is the name of the company as a whole. And then follow Stop the Cap at right here. We can see it now fully. Yeah, you see it. Stop the Cap right. I'm not spelling that shit.
Yep, it's right there.
It's right there. Yep. You can read it in week.
Sound it out.
Yeah, sound it out is crazy. Phonics. But also next week's episode is game time. It is time.
The arena is back.
Exactly. It's time to throw down in our own battle world. We're going to have some game competitions. What games we playing? I don't know. We probably going to talk about that in our chat or whatever. But we already know we got games like on deck that we can play.
Yeah, we get the general idea.
Yeah, so tune in for that. And you are all invited to come and join us for that episode next week to engage in some fun game competition stuff. So yeah, come through. Have a great time, and as we say at this point of the show, bye guys.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye guys.